Hello, and welcome to Open Roads, which I hope to be another indie gem published by the love of my gaming life, Annapurna Interactive, and developed by the Open Roads team. It's a short narrative adventure about a mother and daughter pair on a road trip where they explore abandoned properties while learning about themselves and unearthing forgotten memories. Now, I was waiting for this to release on Game Pass, which it did today, though you're probably going to be seeing this much later, and it's only about 2 hours long, which is the perfect length for the channel, so without further ado, let's jump into the gizzle. New game. And I'm recording this on my PC, but I'm playing with my controller as usual, so I can flip it over or look closer. Oh, I like the art style. Me, Mom, Grandma Helen, Grandma's 80th. Okay, let's pack that up. Mom wants me to pack up my room to get ready for the move next week. It's taken a while, but I'm pretty close. Just a few things left before I can cross it off my to-do list. Okay. Close. It says that I have to use the select button, but can I just hit B? No, I can't. It's just the select button. Okay. So I'm Tess, and this is Tess' stuff. So yeah, I was interested in playing this just because I liked the hand-drawn look of it. Anything Annapurna publishes, I think really it's been pretty much a 99% approval rating from me. And I feel like even the one or two games that they published that I didn't like were still games that, you know, I respected a lot for whatever they did. Hold on a second though, let's look at this closer and then let's read it. Happy birthday, Teresa. It's always so much fun to have you visit. I can't wait till next time. I'm so proud of you, your business, and the kind of woman you're becoming. All my love, Auntie August. Oh, thank you, Auntie. You're so sweet. But yeah, I just love the drawing style of this. I'm going to pack this up. It's kind of like how A24 is for a lot of people, where they feel like there's a certain level of curation there that you kind of know what to expect. Tess and Fran. My little dead Tamagotchi.
Oh, right. I was supposed to feed you. Poor little guy.
Oh, well. I feel like I should put that back. I don't know if it matters, though. Video Galaxy. Let's read it. DVD, Clueless. Oh, they're using actual movies. A rich and glamorous high school student tries to transform a new pupil into the most popular girl at school, but fate has other plans. Staff pick. All right. How come it's not letting me take that? Why can't I take the DVD covers? How do I go to the next one? Oh. Okay. Oh, and Clue with Tim Curry. This movie's so good. 6 strangers are invited to a mysterious mansion for dinner, but when their host turns up dead, anyone and everyone becomes a suspect. Seriously, if you've never seen Clue, it's so good. I'm gonna take these, though. Hey, Tess, we do a movie night at your place? Yes, we are. What movies are you bringing from work? It's a comedy double feature night. I'll give you one clue as to which movies they're going to be. What is it? I already gave it to you. Tess, don't do this to me! You have your clue! Actually, that's kind of clever. Having Clue and Clueless be the two films. Oh, I want to pack up the note, but not the covers? That's bizarre. Can I take whatever this is? Yes, I was going to say it looks like an eraser. Since they're fruit-shaped, I'm wondering if they're the kind of erasers that smell like things. Like, those are always nice. Trash can? Oh, gross. Clipped out article. All right, let's read this. 3 dementia tips from a teenage grandson. You are in Family Matters. Okay, so I guess my grandma, maybe, because they didn't say anything about having a granddad, so I'm assuming it's my grandma is suffering from dementia. When a beloved grandparent begins to experience dementia, it can be really hard. I've learned a lot since my own grandmother started showing signs. I hope these tips can help you too. Number 1, it's more than just memory loss. Dementia can bring on behavior changes like becoming more stubborn or irritable, even if they were never like that before. Just remember that it's not their real personality coming through, and do your best to take it in stride. 2, be adaptable. You'll quickly learn which questions your grandparent has trouble answering. Learn to change the subject from things that are difficult or upsetting. If you say something wrong, don't worry. Take it as a learning experience. 3, look on the bright side. When they can't remember a name or event, don't correct them. Just act like anybody might forget that kind of thing. Stay positive. You can't bring their memory back, but you can make them feel okay about where they are. And don't forget, not everything needs to be communicated with words. Sometimes a simple hug can go a very long way. What else is there? Cookie bag. Butter kisses, when only the best will do. Let's pack this up. Le Grand Famille, a large family, 1963. All right, let's pack it up. Let's take it. What about this one then? All-night movie marathon, reality theater. Take it. Can I pack up my stars? No. But whatever will I do without them? Can I pack up my stuffed bunny? Yes, Mr. Bun. You're coming with me, Mr. Bun. Look at Mr. Bun's buns. All right. Anything else here? Come on, my geode? For right now, I'll turn that on. But yeah, I can take it. I am one of those people who just loves rocks, love geodes, love nature and all of its wonderful things that it gives us. All right, let's pick up the jar. Oh yeah, you never know when you need some push pins, some tacks. Random international question. What do you call push pins / tacks, or thumbtacks is what I usually call them? What do you call them in your country? And if what you call them is what we call them, how dare you? Give me a more interesting word from your country. All right. I forgot it. Let's open it. But happy belated birthday. Sorry for the lateness, Tessa Bear. Things get away from me here, but you're always on my mind. We'll call soon. Can't wait. Dad. All right. Let's pack it up.
Nevada. Home to all manner of folksy cryptids and cool dads.
The Jackalope. I don't want this. Matchbooks. We've got one from the Neptune Casino and Lounge. Then we've got one from Jackpot Gyms, which reminds me of Genesis Noir, one of my favorite games. I'm pretty sure that Genesis Noir is getting a sequel, but I think that what I saw of the sequel, I wasn't sure if I'm going to be as interested in it or love it as much as the first one, so I don't know if I'm going to play it. But we're going to pack those up. Because while I am not a smoker, I understand the importance of fire and being able to start one whenever it's necessary. So I believe that even if you don't smoke, you should be someone who has a lighter or matches or something. Can I just put this in the garbage? Because I'd very much like to put this in the garbage. It's kind of disgusting that it's sitting there, but fine. Liquid Gold, a history of the Canadian-American bootleg trade and the secret fortunes left behind. Let's take a peek in here. Oh, man. Look at that. Here's a question. There are going to be so many questions I ask during this. How many of you have never actually checked out a library book? And question number 2, for those of you who have, how many of you have never done it this way, where you get to see like all of the names and everything that are stamped in there, so you get to see, you know, a little history of other people who've had it? Just curious, but we're going to pack that up. Pack it up, pack it in. Let me begin. Oh my God, is that me and my papa? The Fun Zone, laser tag, go-karts, and mini golf. Oh man. How many of you played laser tag before? I'm gonna stop doing that. Oh, I used to love laser tag. Me and Dad, laser tag champions. Quite fun. All right, let's take it. Pick up the tabloid. I married Bigfoot. She's great. That's funny. America's only newspaper. Aliens are here, and they want your favorite recipes. Okay, then secret location of long-lost bootlegger gold discovered, and only this man knows. $2.99, $3.95, and the Canadian dollar, which is made out of maple syrup. Here's a note. Search spots. Waterfront. Leans Creek, inland, accessible by boat, Hunter's Point. Was this me trying to actually find anything? Oh yeah, right here. It looks like I was actually trying to find this treasure. Can I read this whole thing? Prohibition in America was meant to stop people across the country from drinking alcohol in bars in their homes. But what it achieved was creating a booming industry of illegal alcohol imports, especially from Canada. Much of this so-called bootlegging was done in the dead of night, ferrying barrels of alcohol across the border and huge sums of cash back to Canada. But much of this money was stashed, hidden, buried stateside by bootleggers for safekeeping. Wow, I read that weird. buried stateside by bootleggers until the coast was cleared to bring it home. And some of that illicit treasure must have been left behind when the bootleggers were arrested by the authorities or killed in, I'm sorry, I thought that said killed in the underworld. I was like, is this a supernatural game? What does that mean? No, it was killed in underworld dealings gone wrong. The locations of these abandoned caches of riches may be lost to time, but hints and clues remain. My father and I have spent many a summer vacation tracking down potential spots to search for this left-behind bootlegger gold, none yet successful, but these local legends and the history behind them is fascinating to learn more. Cool. It is fun to have a hobby, you know, especially if it's something that you can make a tradition out of. Ooh, this is my work shirt. Where do I work?
Guess I'll have to pack this after my next shift.
I work at Video Galaxy. I'm gonna pack up my horsey horse calendar. Look at that horsey horse being so horsey. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Horse. Invoice. Webpage design services and web publishing. Client, Hancock's Hardware. Oh, look at that. Sincerely Test Divine. Look at me making a small business. I used to do web design too back then. Anyway, let's see, pick up this book. Webscribe. Example CD included. Jesus, I remember these these books like these and then having these CDs. Man, I understand the age of the people who made this game. I can tell you that. Report card. All right, let's go. Let's see. Greenville High School. So Phys Ed 3, I got an A. English 3, I got a B. Health Education, I got an A-. Geometry, I got a C+. Chemistry, I got an A. Civics, I got an A. Oh, they said great improvement. I was missing assignments in geometry. Why do Altman and Hyatt have the same teacher comment? Like, don't copy each other, you jerks. Pleasure to have in class. I know. I always hated that though, like whenever people would call you a teacher's pet just because you were a good student, you know? Like there's a difference between that and actually being a teacher's pet. But anyway, in loving memory. Oh, she's dead. Okay. Helen Sophia Devine. Nothing on the back. Let's get more erasers. I'm gonna take all of them. This chapstick. I don't really use chapstick often because I found that many of them just chap your lips more, and then it just causes you to use even more of it. Plane ticket.
Better leave these where Mom won't see them.
Detroit, I'm going to Reno. Better leave them where Mom won't see them, like just right here. Right here, not in the drawer or anything. Never forget, marking the anniversary of 9/11. Oh yeah. My God. Our lives all changed on that fateful day 2 years ago. Greenville students share their remembrances. Like all kids in America and across the world, the students of Greenville High's lives were changed forever on September 11th, 2001. Whether you heard the news from your parents that morning or saw the reports on TV, you're certain to remember where you were that fateful moment. In the last 2 years, the threat of terrorism has become part of our everyday lives, as have terms like weapons of mass destruction. From the moment that the planes hit the World Trade Center towers, we knew things would never be the same. As American troops entered Iraq, the conversation has changed to one between people who demand we support our troops and those who argue that George W. Bush and Donald Rumsfeld's reasons for war aren't justified. But today is a day to mourn those over 6,000 people whose lives were lost 2 years ago and appreciate the sacrifices of volunteers, first responders, and community members who leapt into action when they were most... what? The new gym, worth the wait. I love the new logo painted on the basketball court. Go Gremlins! Yeah, I always hated it when people were like, where were you when 9/11 happened? Where were you? Like, I hate being asked that question. But yeah, whenever I think about all the first responders and everyone that kind of jumped in, and then I think about how hard people had to fight for them to be able to collect benefits and things when so many of them developed illnesses trying to help clear out the debris and locate bodies and et cetera. It's like, you know, no good deed goes unpunished. You know what I mean? So we always thank people for what they did at the time, but when it comes time to pony up some cash later on, it's like, no. I think we've helped you enough. What's in here? My yearbook! Oh, Grammy says, stay in school, kids. Don't turn out like me. That's kind of shitty. How did he turn out? He's a mechanic? That's fine. There ain't nothing wrong with the trade. All right. right. Can I read all these? See you next year. Have an awesome summer. Class of 2003. Next year we rule the school. Extra. Oh, whoops. Extra. Read all about it. It was awesome working with you on this newspaper this year. See you in the funny pages. That's something that one of my friends would have said. I'm the first to sign your crack. That's also something one of my friends would have said. Hey, bestie. So this is Fran. Wanted to make sure you wouldn't miss this message. Now anybody else who signs this will know I'm your bestie, not them. Have a great summer this summer. Movie night every night. Francine. I love you, Francine. All right, let's just take this. Let's get out of this room. Okay? Wash dishes, help tag things for estate sale, get movies from work, and then pack the rest of the room. Did I not pack everything? It said close enough. What did I miss? Oh, I don't want this. Don't make me take that. I don't want it. It's ugly. This is close enough. Okay? Out I go.
Tess?
Yeah?
Come down to the basement. There's something I want to show you.
The basement? What is it?
Oh, it's nothing really.
That was a weird transition.
This?
Okay. I kind of love it. It looks like a dog smoke monster.
I love it. Where did this masterpiece come from?
Your Aunt August made it when she was a kid. It's Lady, the dog we had when we were growing up.
Was your dog possessed by the devil?
Aunt August isn't a rich and famous artist now?
Well, she is one of those things. Not a famous artist, though.
We've still got a little while before we actually move out, right? Like a week?
Yeah, about.
The estate sale was weird. Having all those people in the house, picking through Grandma's stuff. I'm glad it's over.
Yeah, me too.
Are you okay? Mom.
We took care of your grandmother right up to the end, and
now they're selling the house out from under us. I know.
want to just take a minute and look around and see what's left. I haven't really gone through everything since the sale ended.
Yeah, me neither. That sounds really nice. Just looking through what's still here. Aside from this hell picture.
Amazing that no one bought it, right?
Just shocking.
So you're all packed up, right? Good to go?
Oh my god.
Just remember that it needs to be done by Wednesday so we can get everything out of here on time.
I know.
Well, weren't you just talking about how we haven't gone through everything else? And now you're going to be like, oh, you got to make sure you're packed up. You got blah, 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 blah. Listen, okay? It's fine. Everything's done. Most of Grandma Helen's stuff was sold off in the estate sale. I haven't really had a chance to look around and see what's left until now. So, number one, I understand what it's like, the threat of having your home sold out from under you, because I'm currently going through some nonsense that I'll talk about another time, but your friendly neighborhood Frost may become a friendly neighborhood homeless Frost soon enough if I don't get something taken care of. So I am going to say right out of the gate, I don't like the fact that they're not fully animated, because it just makes it feel halfway, right? I don't know how to explain it. Let's take this. Why can't I just take this? I don't want to just look through everything. All right, let's get out of here. Oh, a fedora.
Ooh, so dapper. Was this Grandpa's?
Can I take it? No. All right, let's go looking for interesting things to find. Dear Millie, Millie Calder. Okay, maxims, axioms, and more from the sage of the Midwest. All right, let's open it up. Let's see what she's got to say. No one gives advice like Millie. With her wit, wisdom, and ineffable tact, Dear Millie has been charming readers for over 15 years. Found in newspapers nationwide, Millie doles out sage advice to over 5 million readers weekly. Gathered here for the first time are some of the most engaging responses from the sage of the Midwest on matters of home, parenting, and romance. There's never been a question that Millie can't handle.
Grandma's advice column was popular, wasn't it?
For a little while, yeah.
Oh, that's my
I
grandma.
felt really lucky that I got to ask her for advice face to face. I remember when we went to that one book signing when I was a little kid.
You remember that?
Yeah, I mean, people in the audience seemed so excited and nervous to get to ask her their questions right there in person. Sometimes when I'd ask Grandma for advice, she'd start off with, "Don't tell Millie," but I think she saved her special advice for me.
Well, she could have given some advice to herself and realized that taking out 3 mortgages on her house wasn't such a good idea.
Wow, Mom, is it sunny in here? Because I don't think we needed that much shade. Alright, anything that looks worth talking about? What is this? Another clipped out article. Leo died at Alexandria Regional Hospital. He was a veteran of Second World War, serving as a surveyor with the 173rd Field Artillery Battalion, scouting out enemy positions from the front lines. He later worked for Greene County as a building inspector, surviving are his wife, Helen Lambros, and his daughters, Opal and August Lambros. Funeral arrangements under the direction of the Milton Family Funeral Home are incomplete. Alright, so August is my aunt. Oh, look at him. Can you imagine if this was not just, for the sake of the game, but if in real life, all identification was just something that somebody drew? Like you go to the DMV and they're like, okay, we're gonna take your picture. And then they just bring like a sketch artist in and then they're like, here you go.
Grandpa Leo was
An inspector for the county.
What's that mean?
He inspected things for the county.
Oh, great, Mom. Thanks.
Commercial buildings, mostly. When we were driving around town, he'd point out the ones he'd inspected. I remember he was very proud of inspecting the department store. The big one on Old Main Street. Every foot of electrical, fire sprinklers, alarm system, everything. He'd say he was the only thing keeping half the buildings in town from burning down. Electrical fires are no joke.
They're not. Fire safety is lit. Hey, Mom, can I smash your skull in? I'm sorry. That was a very dark place for me to go. I want that pen holder, though. Alright, fine. Anything else in here that might be talkable? That's what I'll call it. No? Let's go up. But yeah, it must be really interesting just exploring what remains of a home. That's very pretty. I can't go outside. I want to look at that. Even under negative circumstances like this, like she's probably going to say something about this. Tess and August. August and Tess. Tess. Opal, August. Opal, Tess.
I'm taller than you were.
Who's taller now?
You are. But I've still got time.
Oh, that was it? That's all you had to say? Cool. All right, I know I'm going to find a lot of things in there. So before I do that, let's just go look around. Oh my God. There's a lot in here to look at. And then we're going to go on the road trip after. Ooh. Pretty. Who made pottery? Ooh, ceramics. Oh.
Oh, good. Some of Grandma's pottery didn't get sold. I loved watching her at the potter's wheel when I was little.
Harry Potter's wheel.
Has she been doing pottery her whole life?
Doing pottery.
Honestly, I think it's something else she picked up after my dad passed.
Like the advice column?
No, she was doing that since I was a kid.
Did Grandma... Was she ever with anyone else after Grandpa died?
Whoa, where did this come from?
Well, she just seems so vivacious. You'd think some man would be interested.
Ew.
Yeah, no, not that I know of.
Gross. Why are you worried about if somebody's getting up in your grandma's tail? Okay, let's see. I want to take all of this. I want everything. Oh my God. I snapped a little bit. All right, I'm assuming that because I picked up one piece of pottery, she's not going to say anything more about it, but I do like it. Which one of these is your favorite? I like this color, but... I think that I would like this shape, but with this, like the ridges, and then this color. What's this? Wait, what's that under there? Nothing? Okay. It's me, my dad again. Lean Creek. No dice.
Oh, how did this end up down here?
Huh. Must have been in a drawer of something that got sold.
This is from one of the first digs Dad and I went on.
It was kind of adorable how excited you both got about going on those digs.
I remember being
Digs.
so sure that we would actually find bootlegger gold. Or at least a clue about it.
Your dad. Well, at the very least, he certainly had a way of firing up your imagination. I'll give him that.
You don't want to give him anything else because you're not together anymore? Why? What did he do? Just looking for anything she might want to talk about. Hey, Mom, did you smoke?
Mom, please quit already.
Yeah, seriously. Smoking is gross. Just don't do it. Don't do any kind, really. Oh, that looks like it's supposed to be a heart. And it says death. Is that mine?
What? No one bought this masterpiece? I'm downright offended. I made this when I was, what, 4?
At Frankenmuth.
Yeah, at that pottery demonstration they did. They'd call little kids up from the audience and show them how to do it. I was so excited. I was jumping up and down, waving my hand, because I knew that Grandma likes pots.
She kept it up on this display shelf with all her other pieces all those years since you gave it to her. Oh, honey.
It's okay.
You know, I'm gonna hold on to it.
I think I'm gonna hold on to it. Grandma held on to it all this time. She wouldn't have wanted me to throw it away.
Yeah, why would you? I would find that odd if you did. Ooh, beautiful Chinese pottery.
Wow. A few pieces of pottery that my mom collected from around the world are still here. I'm surprised they didn't all sell. I think this one is from South America, not sure which country. And this one's Japanese.
I've never even left the country. Why haven't we ever gone anywhere cool?
Niagara Falls isn't cool.
It isn't Japan.
It's cold, but...
Well, it's a lot easier to drive to Niagara Falls than Japan. Cheaper, too.
But wouldn't it be fun? Me and you, an intercontinental mother-daughter adventure?
Maybe an intra-continental adventure.
I'm thinking of a certain place. Somewhere warm and southwestern. Somewhere where, say, my own father currently resides.
Listen, we've discussed this. We're not going to Nevada to visit Penn. It's not going to happen.
Well, what if I just went by myself?
By yourself? No way. It's a bad idea.
How come?
There's a bunch of reasons. Like I said so, and I'm your mother?
I wonder if she's keeping something from her, so she doesn't want her to go to see her dad and then find out that, you know, all is not what she thought. Anything special in here? What's this? I see an envelope. Oh, let me get... Oh, no. It's a Chinese... It said Chinese food container, and I still was like, there's an envelope in there. Okay. Look at that. Look at her trying to look all cute.
Did Grandma start dressing like this after you moved out of the house?
Mm-hmm. After my father passed, my mother, well...
Turned into a hippie.
A bit of a free spirit, let's say.
Was she having orgies?
Doesn't look like that rubbed off on August much.
I think it might have. To push her in the opposite direction.
So she doesn't do psychedelics. Over here, up here. Nothing. over here. Yeah, so far, I kind of like the setup of this, but again, it's throwing me with the fact that it's only partly animated. Let's look at this closely, though. Very nice. All right. Hey, Mom!
Wow, was this taken right here? Cool. That's Grandpa?
Mm-hmm. Probably only a year before he died.
Damn.
Of a heart attack?
Yeah, very sudden. But I guess that's how heart attacks are.
That's why I fear heart attacks. I fear heart attacks and aneurysms. Like, I fear anything that can just come out of nowhere. Let's head in here now. Got a lot of clean... Like, I understand that there's an estate sale and we're cleaning, but, like, we don't need 4,000 bottles of cleaners everywhere. Just everywhere. Like, how filthy was this place? Oh my god, whoa. So every once in a while, like, when I go up against something, it's like the camera just snaps on its own. Anyway, let me just look in here first. Oh, that apple looks great. We got some fizz. I can't crouch or anything as far as I can see, but it's fine. And nothing in here. Yeah, this is basically what my fridge looks like. Okay.
We did our best, but the results were... Ugh.
Glad I had you there to surprise my baby I'm sorry, what? What does that say? Oh, my baking skills. I thought that said to surprise my baby shits. I was like, what the hell does that mean? Oh.
Who are these people? Mom's friends?
Dorothy Jean Haverman and Nathaniel Edgar Borges invite you to share the joy of their wedding celebration on Saturday, the 9th of June, 2002 at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. St. Mark's Church. All right.
I've got to take more pics with Francine this year. We're so cute.
We are.
Maybe I should start carrying a camera around.
Okay. 2002. Sweet. Was that the only thing in here besides the cleaning vinegar? Lemon, yes! Diced tomatoes with basil and garlic. Means they probably have a lot of calcium chloride in there that's gonna give them that weird texture. If you want something smooth.
No, why isn't this in the fridge getting cold? Come on, Mom.
Crisp tangerine soda. No caffeine. Whatever, get yourself some seltzer. Then you can sip seltz like I do.
Oh, hey. It's August. Ugh, exhausted. The state sale was a lot. But that's easy for you to say. Yeah, I remember. And the answer is still no. Well... The what? Oh, right. Right. Sorry, it hasn't exactly been at the front of my mind. Yeah, it's around here somewhere. No, it's fine. Okay. Love you. Bye.
I passive-aggressively love you. Bye.
Unbelievable.
What did she say?
Nothing helpful.
Is she still not going to help us with the house?
No. She was just calling to ask me to find some book of hers.
Any idea where it could be?
It must be upstairs somewhere, in your grandma's things.
But I was
It has
upstairs.
a red and black cover, white block lettering. I'll know it when I see it.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go look for that. I wasn't even paying attention to the quest. I'm just trying to zip along through this because the pacing is a bit, It's not that it's bad. I think it's just maybe the loading times, like the transitions, that I feel like it breaks the flow of the game. And then once the conversations start, I feel like they just take a little bit of time for them to really communicate. Now, I agree with having a lot of tape and box cutters. Because even though you really only need one box cutter, who's going to run up and down all over the house, you know?
Somebody bought Grandma's old writing desk?
And her typewriter. He said he was an advice columnist too, and wanted to use them for his writing. He said your grandmother was a real inspiration.
Oh.
He left a very nice note.
Very sweet.
And a lot of money?
Well, it was just an old desk.
But it had sentimental value.
For us, maybe.
And for him, obviously. Can I see the note?
Sure.
Why, you want to assess if it's going to make up for you feeling like he didn't pay enough? Opal.
Your mother has always been an inspiration, not just to me, but to an entire generation of writers and readers. I can't tell you how much peace she's brought me over the years. To be able to write where she did, well, I hope a little of her magic crosses over to me. Yours, Ben Gerber, baby.
Good for you, sir.
Well, okay. I guess it's all right that you got it.
That was why she was reading it.
Glad you approve.
Anyway, can we... Oh. A farewell from Millie.
Dear readers, it's been a delight, an honor, and a privilege to write to you over the years. Few people are lucky enough to say they love their job, and I'm grateful to be one of them. I've learned so much from all of you, and I hope I might have taught you all a little something, too. When I open your letters each week, I'm always struck by your passion, your drive to succeed and do better. We've talked about the worst of humanity and much more of the best, and you all will be an inspiration to me for the rest of my days. Even as this column comes to a close, I hope you'll still consider me a friend. I know I'll consider you one. Yours, Millie Vanilli.
Have you ever received advice from Millie? If you have a story of how Millie changed your life for the better, send a letter to Dear Millie, Box 99. At this time, she's no longer answering advice.
Want to know something? Your grandmother didn't write this. I did.
You did? Why you?
Why'd you say it like that?
Well, you're not like a writer.
Well, I don't know. I think I did okay.
No, I mean, you did great, but, you know, I don't know. Were you surprised when they asked you to do it?
I think her editor, she just wanted it to be from someone who she was close to. I guess she was hoping for a family voice. I just tried to put myself in Millie's shoes.
Well, you did a good job.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Alright, put that back. Close and close. So I guess that was when the dementia started settling in, and so she couldn't write it herself? That answered my question, because I was going to say, how did she know that this was sold just from me touching the drawer? I didn't realize it's because there's a sold sticker over here, because I didn't see that yet. Don't comment on things I have not seen, Tess. What's this? Another appetizer magazine. Do I need to comment on her pills?
Guess we can get rid of these.
Bedroom. Anyone outside? No one. Okay. Let's see. Nothing here. Alright, close. Playbill.
Very model of a modern major general. La 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 mineral.
Mineral. I am the very model of a modern major general. Everybody loves that. Alright, let's see.
Hey, Ma! Actually, maybe I should just put this back.
Alright, I'm gonna read it. I wonder what's going on with August. Like, what the... I mean, besides the fact that August doesn't want to help with the estate sale and everything, and, you know, I'm wondering what caused the rift between her and Opal in the first place. Also, if you've never seen The Pirates of Penzance, there was like a... I don't know if it was like a made-for-TV movie. I don't remember what it was, but I just remember seeing it on television. It was quite fun. Opal, sorry to hear that Mom's doing worse. I've been thinking about her a lot lately. I know this is a sore spot, so it's the last time I'll bring it up. I really wish you'd let me help with Mom's medical bills. I get that you'd rather have me there in person to help, but I just can't get away from work long enough to make that happen. I'm sorry that money is the only thing I can provide right now, but that's just the situation we're in. If you're stressed about everything you have to do, you can always send Tess down here for a weekend again. I love having her around. Call me if there's anything new with Mom. I think that's a dumb thing to be upset about. You know, it's like, okay, you can't be here physically, so I'm also not going to allow you to contribute in any other way out of spite. Or because it is, you know, seen as a superficial contribution. Like sometimes, like I feel like people underestimate really just the amount of stress and anxiety that money can add to someone's life. So if somebody says, hey, listen, I can't physically be there, but I'll help pay for whatever you need. Even if on the surface you feel like that's a hollow gesture, not that they wouldn't actually do it, but rather just feeling like they're doing the bare minimum, it actually does a lot.
What's this?
Oh, it's a hook pole thing to pull down the hatch to the attic.
Could August's book be up in the attic? With Grandma's things?
Could be.
Alright. We can go up there, but you go first.
Alright, why'd you say it like that? Also, did you really not know what that hook is for? Child. Alright. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Oh god.
Okay, come on up.
Whoa.
Damn, it's dusty.
And musty.
Where's that book?
Oh, let's just look through. Oh, and it was sold only at Charlie's.
Whoa. Grandma's wedding dress?
I wore it on my wedding day, too.
Sweet, I'm not wearing it on
Wear
mine.
it when you
No,
get married.
no, it's not happening. I'm wearing all black because it will be the death of my independence.
I think I'd want something more modern.
But, well, just look. It's still in such good condition. And it'd be handed down from your grandmother to me to you.
Okay, but I'm not gonna wear it just because it would be upholding some kind of tradition.
Oh, it's not about some stuffy tradition. I would just think you would want to.
But I just said I wouldn't.
don't.
Yeah, exactly, so.
No, you'll feel that way when the time comes. You might change your mind.
Oh, stop trying to... You don't know what I want better than I do.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying you don't know how you'll feel.
I know how I feel. If I wanted to consider wearing it for my theoretical wedding, I'd say I did. But I don't. I'd want my own dress, if I even have a wedding, okay? I know better than you.
Yeah, Mom. Guys,
I mean,
that escalated quickly,
but it's a nice dress.
but I also get it.
It meant a lot to Grandma. And to you. Isn't that enough?
But it is a very difficult thing, especially as someone my age who has friends and like coworkers and just acquaintances who are much younger than me. The parental dynamic is going to add another layer to this. So I'm just speaking more broadly. It is hard trying to just impart the wisdom that even though you in your mind believe that you are very sure in this moment about what you will feel in the future, you're at an age where a lot of things can change, you know? And it's not to say that you don't know who you are in that moment, right? It's just the fact that people do change. Like there are some things that when I was a little kid, I pretty much knew that that's just what I was like and that's just how I felt about things. And my mind has not changed. But there are other things where I have changed my mind about it, not so much because I was wrong when I felt a certain way about it before, but simply because over the span of years, like I said, things can happen that end up putting you on a different path or end up putting you in a situation where, you know, the context is completely different about this thing from what it was when you first made up your mind about it, you know? So it's kind of hard just trying to pass that on to somebody and say, yeah, you feel really strongly about this now, but something might change later and you never know. But I wouldn't say that for something like this. Like for something like this, if she's like, nah, I don't want to wear it, I'd be like, that's fair. I wouldn't be like, you never know. You don't know. Later you might want to wear this dusty bone dress. Anyway.
Oh, Grandpa Leo was a bowler? He and Dad have that in common.
What do you mean?
Dad loves bowling.
No, he doesn't.
But he's always wearing those bowling shirts. Didn't he used to be in a league or something?
Honey, he just thinks those shirts make him look hip.
Bowling shirts? Are you kidding? I thought he must have so much bowling pride that he wore those shirts around in spite of them being obviously not cool.
No. They're definitely a fashion statement. I think he got the idea from that movie Swingers.
This explains so much.
Like why you never once saw him actually bowl?
Yes.
Look at you not noticing something obvious. Also, I like that there's a little sewing machine there. Who out there owns a sewing machine? I do. I like making things.
What's under here?
Here, let me grab that. I'll put it up here to look through. Yeah, there's a bunch of old stuff in here. But,
Mom?
hold on, it might still be here somewhere.
There's something...
Here it is. Maybe if your dad had read this, he wouldn't have stopped working at the video store.
Mom! What's in there?
Dude, imagine if it was just a ton of money. I'd be like, give it to me, give it to me. Did we pull it out already? Oh, we did. It's behind me. Oh, very cute. Girl, put your dress down. What are you doing?
This is just some junk from the old summer house.
Your family had a summer house?
Well, it was more of a cottage, I guess. We spent the summers up there for a long time.
Oh, forgive me.
Never taken me to visit?
Well, I haven't been there since I was your age. We just stopped going one summer. The summer after my dad died. I think there were just too many memories there.
Oh my god.
What?
Aren't you seeing it?
Seeing what?
Right here! Behind them? That's a freshly covered hole.
Uh-huh.
It's obviously the location of the buried bootlegger gold.
In our backyard, you mean?
Indubitably.
Lady probably buried a bone there.
Dogs don't really do that. Only cartoon dogs do that.
Only cartoon dogs bury bones, but real-life bootleggers bury gold in people's backyards? In 1968?
Hey, when you got a stash, you got a stash.
Sure.
These pictures. This is weird, like the way that her face is colored in versus her neck. Looks like she's got like kabuki makeup on or something. Hey, who's this hot pepper? Who's this? Hey, Mom. I don't care about the van. I want to know who the lady is. Is that my mom? Because if it is, that's gross.
Groovy van.
I did love that van.
Oh, that was my mom? Mom, what happened? You used to be hot.
While we were visiting the summer home, and so I just turned it into my bedroom after that.
You slept in a broken down van?
Well, the summer house was small, and I always had to share a bedroom with August. When I realized I could have my own space just by sleeping out in the van, it was a no-brainer.
Oh.
Did you, like, redo it to be like a bedroom inside?
Yeah. Your grandfather pulled the seats out for me, and I set up a little bed frame with a mattress and all sorts of posters and pillows and shelves and things like that.
I get it.
Wow, that's actually cool. Could I do that? With our car?
No!
All right, let's put that down. What is this? Are these like little rocks? Yeah. Hey, Mom, rocks! Why would I say homemade marbles?
Weird little rocks.
These little stones were from the stream near the summer house.
You painted them?
Me and August. The rocks from the stream were so smooth, but I forget why we painted them.
I have a smooth rock sitting in my drawer that I picked up when I was a kid.
There weren't many TV channels back then.
Tragic.
Yeah, I actually have a rock that is just, I don't know, it's in my drawer because I was like, oh, this is so smooth. Again, I like nature. And it's still sitting in my drawer. I think I picked it up maybe, I don't know, in my teens. And I'm well past that now. But I save everything. I just want to get to all of the things that might be something first before getting to the obvious stuff.
Grandma's sunglasses? Vintage. Can I keep them?
You think they're your style?
Yeah.
Sure. Just be careful with them.
I'll guard them with my life.
What are you, questioning what I know about my own style now too, Mom? Also, these were sitting here, you didn't even know they existed. Now you want me to be careful with them? Whatever. If they break, they break. Question 1. Recently, one of my daughters gave me a tremendous shock. She's married. Apparently, her college beau and her tied the knot without my knowledge. She claims that they wanted to skip the wedding to save up for a house, but I'm very hurt by her exclusion. She knows that I dreamed of a big wedding for a long time. How can I convince her that the marriage founded in secrecy will never last? Miffed MILF. Editor's note. Millie is a character. Pull it together. Dear Miffed. Editor's note. No. Half the battle of being a parent is allowing your children to make their own mistakes. Only time will tell if the marriage will stick, and the only thing you can do is make the best of it. Consider the weight your daughter's been under, keeping this under wraps. We all have our secrets, myself included, and to not be able to tell even our closest loved ones can feel absolutely suffocating. While it can be hard to see a child make such a foolish mistake, the best thing a mother can do is bite her tongue. Yours, Millie. Editor's note. Too harsh. Rewrite. Question 2. My husband rekindled a relationship with his high school crush, a girl he hadn't seen since his Air Force days. They're both married. Well, I would imagine he's married since you said he's your husband. Anyway, he told me they're just friends. Against my better judgment, I supported it. And they started spending more and more time together. I should have trusted my gut. Coming home early from grocery shopping, I caught them in the act. Now I'm at a loss. My friend says get divorced. My mother says stay together for the children. What can I do? Hopeless in the heartland. Dear Hopeless, editor's note. No! Nothing's harder than having your marriage fall apart before your eyes. Trust me, I know. It's hard to say what's worse, the sense of betrayal or the realization you've been had. Divorce is a tricky subject, no doubt about it. I'll tell you one thing, though. There's always time to start anew. Abandonment and freedom are two sides of a coin. Yours, Millie. Editor's note. No newspaper will allow you to argue for divorce. Rewrite this. Interesting.
Did Grandma write these?
During the last summer, we visited the cottage.
Was she okay?
Looks like her editor didn't think she was. It was only a year after my father died. I think Millie was still figuring things out, too.
It must have been hard.
I'm sure it was. They'd been married 20 years?
I meant for you.
Oh, right. I mostly just tried not to think about it.
That doesn't seem very healthy.
It doesn't, but neither does all the junk food you eat, so you can stop judging, daughter. Okay? Let's read this. Another burglary last night in what state police are investigating as a series of crimes carried out by a single organized group. Once again, there were no signs of forced entry, and nearly all of valuable jewelry was taken, over 100,000 worth of merchandise. And then the Girl Scouts go, and then there's another Dear Millie. Recently, a close personal friend of mine confided in me that she's having an affair on her husband. I love them both dearly, and I'm not sure if it's better to let the husband know or keep the wife secret. Doubtful in Duluth. Dear Doubtful, situations like these are painful for everyone involved. There's never an easy out. Keep in mind that this is her secret to keep, and not yours. Keep your loyalties where they lie. Dear Millie, I know you've promised never to share your oatmeal. Oh. I just realized it's probably oatmeal recipe. How do you guys feel about that? Because that's something that comes up a lot when you know that someone is being cheated on. Like, do you feel like it's your responsibility to tell the person being cheated on? Or do you feel like, you know what, that's not my place? Very interested. For me, it depends. It's one of those things where if the person is my friend, like say they're both my friends, I'm definitely going to tell the other friend because they're my friend. Like I care about them. But if I don't know the person and I find out that their significant other is cheating on them, it's like, whatever, that's your business. I am not your CFO. Let's read this. We'll be together soon. I love you and we're going to love our new life together, free and happy. Helen Divine.
Well, whoever this guy was, it sure seems like he and Grandma had something pretty intense going on.
They had a thing going on.
In some kind of secret relationship?
No! Not the Helen I knew.
Intrigue. Grandma, what were you up to?
Again, stop worrying so much about what's going on in your grandmama's pants. Good, nothing to say, great.
Grandma's diary? Should we?
Oh, I don't think we should really...
Oh, Grandma wouldn't have cared.
I would, she's dead.
I'm dead. What difference does it make to me?
Yeah, like...
I'm here saying it now.
Come on, just a peek? Did you not read your line, or was that line something different before the game? Anyway, yeah, understanding that maybe you might read something in there that you find upsetting, I believe that it's more important to cope with the truth than it is to always fear it. I'd rather know things than not know them, you know what I mean? Make informed decisions about your life and your relationships just as you would about what you order from Amazon. Let's check this out. Blah, 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 blah aren't any help. They think they're being good neighbors, but if anyone should know where the path of good intentions leads, it's these church ladies. The children carry on best they can. Opal is caught up in her own teenage dramas as usual, almost as if it were any normal summer. August does worry me a bit. She's becoming caught more and more in her imagination. I wish I could help her, but there's so much I can't say. It's becoming a challenge keeping my correspondence with concealed. It's only a matter of time till we're together again in person. But to hold it all inside, not tell a soul, it's almost too much. But he knows, and I know. Soon enough, the waiting will be over. And this will all be in the rear view. Why? Because your husband's gonna be dead. Did you kill my gramps? Grandmama. Forget about the past. Leo's dead. All that matters now is our future together. Oh, okay. Interesting. Move that. Thank you. That's cool. I've always wanted to do that. Like, I've always wanted to just cut a bit out of a book and hide something in it. But then I would have to buy a book specifically for that because I don't want to ruin any of the books that I own. And I know I could just buy one of those books that's made like this, where it just looks like a book, but it's actually one of these things. But then, I don't know. And I don't have the fun of making it.
What is this? So, Grandma and this guy were definitely together before Grandpa died? And they were gonna run away together? You never heard about this?
No, this is...
And what is this key to? Why is it hidden in here?
something at the summer home, I assume?
Okay, well, now we've got to go check the old place out. To find out who this mystery man was.
Yeah, I don't care about that
Don't
gold.
you wanna know?
I don't know, Tess. We still have so much to do around here.
Come on. It'll be fun. An adventure.
I still need to call Tina at the theater and finish cleaning out the fridge.
There's not a lot in the fridge. Okay, I saw
Do
it.
stuff together. You spend all your time at the theater, and I spend all my time in school. When was the last time we were able to do something? To talk?
Well...
You do want to know, don't you? I can see it, Mom. I can see it in your face.
Oh, God. You know, a little change of scenery would be nice.
Yay!
That's the
Let's go,
spirit.
let's go.
We could spare a weekend before we have to move for a little road trip, right? To tie up some loose ends.
Sure.
Right.
And some of those little towns along the way are great for antiquing.
I didn't say anything about
Sure.
that, Mom. Okay?
All right, it's a deal. Let's hit the road and see what we find.
Hit the
I could really
road,
use a
Jack.
break from all this, even if it's just for a weekend. Pack your overnight bag.
Yes!
And bring your homework. I don't need you falling behind at school.
What about August's book?
We can FedEx it to her when we get back.
Okay. A road trip! This is gonna be great.
I'm so confused because I thought I was out of school. Oh no. Were there more things that I didn't get to see? Anyway, we're on the road to the secret summer home to find out what's the deal with Grandma Helen's mystery man. Who knows what we might find? It'll be a while before we get there, though. Okay, cool. So I guess this is where it starts. Hey, look at me. I can look around now. Hey, Mom, tell me about this place.
What highway are we on anyway?
Oh, this is the old 2-lane north route. From before there was a freeway. It used to be the main route north, but now it's pretty off the beaten path. It's the way we always took to get up to the summer place when I was growing up, though. So I wanted to take it again.
Kind of desolate.
It didn't used to be. But with all the traffic going up the freeway now, everything kind of died off.
I mean, it's pretty, though. Something can be both desolate and nice. I'm gonna lock the door so nothing gets in. Mom, where's my body? You have a body. Where's my body? Mom, why does this look like a baby popsicle? Mom, I'm gonna text Dad even if you don't want me to. And then I'm gonna text Francine. Hi, Dad. Text me back when you're around. Okay. No, I want to text Fran now. Hey, Frankie. Guess where I am? Where? In the car with my mom. Yeah, and? Why would you text me about that? Because we're on a road trip. Was this planned or... Not till this morning, LOL. Where are you going? We found this weird stuff in my grandma's attic, and now we're going to my family's old summer house. You have a summer house now? I know, and actually it's more like a cottage, so just saying. I know, my mom's never told me about it before. No one's been there for like 30 years. I'm hoping it's either cool or haunted, or also like, why didn't they sell it if they were having financial trouble? I don't know, never mind. Why not both? You know what? You're right. I'll text you tonight if we find anything cool. Or haunted. Did you tell your mom about the plane ticket? Nope. Tess! Whoops. You have to. Okay, have a safe trip, nerd. Bye, bitch. Okay, bye. I will say, though, that I was never somebody who abbreviated everything. Like, I did not abbreviate words like about. Anyway, quick and stop. What did they get? What did you got? You got some gum, some of those chips, some cherry fizz, and some citrus. Okay, great. Hey, all that was only $3? Man, those were the days. Put that back. All right, so those are the sunglasses. Like, can I put them on and act like I'm real cool? All right, I'll close this now. And I will point that upward. Nope, okay, I guess I will. I'll pick up directions. All right, we're going all these places. And then we're going to end at Pfingimbitim. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey, Mom.
When did you say the last time you were at this summer house was?
Oh, when I was, I guess, 15. Your age?
I'm 16.
I meant about your age.
So, a super long time ago. Wow. No one's been there since, like, the 19th century.
Ha, you get it, Mom? You're old.
What's the Industrial Revolution like?
Tess, I wouldn't know.
Did you ever meet Galileo?
Jesus, how old do you think I am?
I mean, I'm just estimating. It's a rough estimate.
Yeah, like, did you discover fire? When abouts was that?
It was the 60s, I think, summer of 68. 1968.
So, like, 35 years ago?
And you say you're bad at math.
Did I say that?
What was it like?
Ever?
The summer house?
And the Dark Ages, but yeah, the summer house.
just always really liked it there. It was an escape.
From what?
Everything, I guess. School, town, same old. Every day just felt like it was hours when we were there.
Sounds really nice. So why did we never go?
I don't know. It was somewhere I always associated with being a kid. Yeah, we stopped going as a family when I was your age, and then I went off to college and then married your father.
Did Dad even know about this place? I can't imagine Dad passing up a free summer home where he could just hang out and do nothing all day.
So you're saying your father is lazy?
He's a man of leisure.
Is that what that phrase means?
What else would it mean? He likes relaxing.
He sure does. It's probably why I never mentioned it to him. Because I knew he would never have put in the work to actually fix it up so we could use it.
It needed a lot of work?
Mom,
Well,
relax.
Last I saw it, but being unoccupied for decades out there in the middle of nowhere, it's got to be falling apart.
There might be some squatters living in there, you know?
Yeah, you're right. That sucks. I was hoping maybe we could fix it up.
And use it as a vacation home? We're about to be kicked out of our actual home. What would we need a vacation home for?
What do you need the home for at all? Like, yeah, like what?
Live in?
If it exists,
I'm sorry, you couldn't live there, and not year round.
then get rid of it. What are you like?
Well, it doesn't have central heat or even really insulation. It's a summer home, not a winter home.
Like, this is a very unrelatable discussion right now. Like, I related to the whole have to move because, you know, our actual home is being sold out from under us part. I don't relate to but we also happen to have a summer home that's just gonna sit there and it's fine. We're not even gonna try to, like, fix it up, see what we can do so that maybe we could live there instead. We're just gonna let it sit.
Fine. Then where are we going to live?
I don't get that.
I don't know yet.
We're gonna be living in this car, aren't we?
No.
Just like when you lived in that van.
We can find an apartment.
How are you even going to pay for an apartment?
The theater company, you know.
I thought you said it was underwater.
Well, you know, it's not doing great, but...
Mom,
What?
we need money.
Believe me, Tess, I know.
If Dad was still here,
Excuse me?
Yeah, don't start that
he
shit,
could help.
okay?
Pay for things.
Don't make me push you out this car, Tess.
If your father and I were still together, we wouldn't be in this situation in the first place.
Well, have you asked Dad if he could send back some money? To help?
Absolutely not. He doesn't have the money.
But Dad moved out west for work.
I should be like, is that what he told you? Rich.
Don't laugh at me.
I'm not. It's just work. Sure.
He moved out there to work on some women.
Then what was it then? I think I deserve to know.
If he hasn't told you his side of the story, I'm not going to step in and take that responsibility for him, like I always did.
Oh,
Your
snap.
father left me in a hell of a situation. We made all these decisions together. Do you not understand that?
Yeah, don't you
We made
understand?
Decisions that depended on us both, you know, sticking around. I didn't plan for any of this.
Including having you, Tess.
You idealize your father, you know that? And I just don't really want to talk about it right now.
It's weird how you're sitting that way while you're
Let's never
driving.
talk about it. Let's never talk about anything important.
I'm sorry. I'm not gonna make fun of that. I'm pretty sure I heard my friend. Yeah, I heard it too, but we're gonna look outside the window. Whoop. That probably smells so good. Even though it has that weird thing where, like, car air fresheners sometimes sting your nose.
Is it okay if I turn on the radio?
I don't know how much signal we'll get, but yeah, sure.
Well, I can't. Oh, I was like, I can't. All right, well, you know what? Clearly, that was a waste of my time. But let's check my phone. Hey, kiddo, sorry I missed your messages. I was too busy working between someone's legs. Was in the middle of business negotiation, I'm sure. You were negotiating those thighs, Dad. What's up? See, like that. Like I never wrote like that. Hey, Dad, what's up? Not much. At work right now, but good to hear from you. How's work going? Good. Making money, I swear. Would you be able to send some money back to help me and Mom? I don't know if Mom told you, but we're moving out next week. I think it's going to be hard for Mom to pay for... What? I'm sorry. I think it's going to be hard for me to read English. What just happened? I think it's going to be hard for Mom to pay for rent at a new place. And stuff like that. Do you think you could send some money back to help? I'd love to, kid, but right now my liquid assets are all over this chick. Tied up in my bedroom, up and reinvesting at work. If I sent enough back that could help you worth a damn without it sinking my business out here, you know I would. But your mom's always been the smart one. She'll figure things out, don't worry. Okay. You understand, right, pumpkin? Yeah. Did you tell your mom you bought the tickets? Not yet. Me and Mom actually are on a road trip right now. We're investigating a family mystery and going to her old summer house. Can you believe it? Wow. You need to tell her, kiddo, or else I will. And you know she would freak. LOL. I don't know. You have something you need to tell me, Dad, while we're on the subject of things needing to be told to people by other people? Okay, I promise I will. ASAP. I know you will. Love you. Actually have to get back to it now. Treat your mom nice, okay? I love you. I love you. See you soon. All right, Dad, you seem worthless.
Are you sending text messages to someone?
No, Mom, I'm sending frequencies into outer space.
Yes? Yes, I am.
To who?
It's to whom, Mother? It was Dad.
Just getting his side of the story, huh?
No comment.
It's all right. Having a common enemy can help bring people together.
You're not my enemy.
Yeah, what the hell, Mom?
Dad's.
Stop it.
Sometimes it feels that way.
Well, it's not supposed to.
Opal again sitting in a position that you could not drive in. Oh! So this is it.
Mom!
My God.
Are you okay?
I just didn't think it would still be here.
You thought it would be gone? Like what?
Well, it is. And it looks to be surprisingly well preserved.
Well, it's not just like I remember it. A little more
Run down?
weathered than the last time I was here. But I guess I am too.
Want to start looking around?
Yeah.
Okay. This isn't exactly what I pictured when Mom said they had a summer home, but it's still pretty cool in a retro way. There's probably lots of cool old stuff inside from when Mom was a teen, and hopefully some clues to the identity of Grandma Helen's mystery man. Like, this is actually gorgeous, though. And not only is this gorgeous, this is exactly the type of place I'd want to have when there's the apocalypse, you know? But the problem with post-apocalyptic homes is like, yeah, sure, you're out here where you think nobody's gonna find you, you know, and you can have like a little bunker underground and everything. The problem is that when shit hits the fan, people will eventually start like fleeing cities and stuff. You'll first of all be very lucky if you can even make it all the way out here. And even if you do, anyone who sees this place is going to come here because there's nothing else around it, you know? So at least if you're somewhere where there are like lots of houses or, you know, other buildings for people to go through, there's a chance that they may go through those buildings first. But, you know, if we're in an apocalypse and somebody stumbles across this, it is just you and this guy right here who's going to fend them off because they are coming, you know, whether you like it or not. Right? But yeah, like this place is small enough, and especially it just being like a little one-story thing like this, you could definitely fix this up into something that would be nice and, you know, not that cumbersome to stay in. Ooh, there's a doghouse. Let's see if they'll talk about the dog. Nope. All right, well, fine. Can I go in this way? Okay, fine. It's a pretty tree that definitely is going to damage that roof one day. There's a spoon and a fork.
Is this a trailer home?
It's a mobile home.
That's the word I was trying to think of,
They're
mobile.
not the same thing. A trailer home hooks up to the back of a truck and can be towed around. You can take it from place to place. A mobile home arrives on a trailer, like towed by a big truck.
Go on.
A mobile home doesn't have wheels.
Well, why didn't you just say that?
Well, I will admit it took me a moment to untangle the nuances.
Why? Because you don't want to say that you live in a trailer home. There's nothing wrong with that. I thought that was just like filth from the outside. I almost threw up. We won't pick up the magazine yet. Stop it, camera. There's leaves. No TV time. I'm not going to pick up any of the... Oh my god. Okay. Alright. First of all, like, sell everything. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all of the stuff that we have in here. Sell it. And then once everything that you could possibly sell is sold, you see where you stand financially. See, that's my issue, is that I don't buy things that I don't need because I'm a minimalist and always have been. So I'm one of those people who, when things get hard financially, I can't just sell stuff because I literally need everything I have. I mean, you could argue that I don't need, like, my Xbox One, but I would argue that you should shut the fuck up about that one. I do need at least one thing that's not tied to work. All right, let's start. Oh, there's a key.
Ooh, a little tiny key. What do you think it's for?
Probably unlocking something?
A little tiny box.
Maybe a desk drawer?
Good to know. All right. You're invited. August 18th, Cindy and Mark's. Mom, nothing to say about that? Greetings from Canada. Darling, I know I'm running from something, but I've never felt so free. I just crossed the border and I'm writing you from a desk in my room at a motel that's... Wow, I'm just making up words and it's fine. At a motel that's hidden off a little side road far from the main thruway. There's more driving to do before I find us a little place to settle down, but before long I'll have a return address for you to write back to. Don't miss me too much. Helen. Hey, Mom.
Well, would you look at this? A postcard from the mystery man.
What was he running from?
The mob.
I don't think my mother would have gone for a mob guy.
You didn't even think she'd go for any guy,
Sopranos,
actually,
they can be
so...
very charismatic. When they're not whacking people.
Wait, you've been watching The Sopranos? Isn't that a little R-rated for you?
Life's
Oh, yeah.
a little R-rated,
Very much
Mother.
so.
Let's talk about your viewing habits when we get home.
And we shall not talk about that when we get home, actually. Please don't let there be food in here. Oh, thank God, I can't even open it to be disgusted by whatever I'd find. I mean, this is the one thing I will say, though, is that when people show, like, a dilapidated house, I understand how certain things will happen, but it's like, how does this happen? This simply sitting here would not make the doors just suddenly go whoop and just fly off and whoop and then become crooked. You know, like, I don't know. Anyway, anything else in here that looks like she wants to talk about it? Anything else talkable? Talkabillies? Talkabubbies? No? No. It's a nice cushion.
These have seen better days.
Yeah, it's a shame they've gotten so moth-eaten.
Ew.
Yeah, this taxidermy must have been beautiful when it was new. Did Grandpa shoot these?
Well, the pheasant. I shot the deer.
Did you shoot the sheriff? I'm not gonna say that's kind of awesome, but I also don't think it's messed up. I actually kind of do, because I don't like hunting for sport. So I don't even know why I said I didn't think it. Yeah. I don't mind hunting for food. I don't like hunting for sport.
Mom, that's messed up. You shot a deer? You killed Bambi's mom? That was you?
Oh, Bambi. Okay. You know, deer and rabbits and things aren't cute cartoon characters in real life. Out here, they're actually pests.
Cute, innocent pests?
But pests all the same.
You were my age when you shot it?
Younger. Our father took us hunting during the summers when we'd stay out here. Well, mostly just me. I always did all right with hunting. I could kind of, what's the word? Compartmentalize it? I don't think August could, though. I only saw her fire a gun once. A little .22 hunting rifle. She didn't want to, but my dad wouldn't let her give up. He said we weren't heading back until August took her shot. So she aimed and fired and missed. The deer ran off, and August cried all the way home.
Ah,
That was August's first and last hunting trip.
got it.
Father didn't have much patience for that kind of, he had a real thing for, not letting your emotions get in the way.
Oh, he doesn't like human
It's
things.
good to let your emotions get in the way sometimes. Maybe they're trying to tell you something.
Operative word being sometimes. You let your emotions get in the way all the time, then you reinforce your brain being wired that way. And then you're just going to be an emotional mess. Let's just see what this is. Oh, here we go. Opal, I'm having so much fun. It's a blast out here, really. You have to come. I know you go out to your little summer house every year with your family, but I really think you should consider working at the park with me next year. It's all people our age running the rides and concessions and games. Plus, when the park closes, you can ride the rides as much as you want, as long as whoever's running it isn't a jerk. Promise you'll come with me next summer? How are things out in the sticks? Are you still working at the drive-in? If you don't have any luck with guys out there, wait till you come out here. The guys are unreal. I've seen stuff that would make your hair curl. Say hi to your family from me. I'm going to write you every week, just like last year, so don't forget to write back. Your friend who is having lots of fun and wants you here desperately, Lori. Oh, I realize I haven't asked a question in a long time. How many of you watching this have actually written a letter with your hand? Okay? Show of hands in the comments. And if you haven't, that's my homework for you this year. Write a letter to someone you care about. And when they're like, hey, why did you do that? Just be like, because it's toasty. Like, what the fuck? Anyway.
Mom, you know what it sounds like. You had a Francine.
I guess I did.
I've never heard of Lori before. Are you still in touch with her?
It was short for Dolores. Maybe you've heard me talk about my old friend Dolores?
No, I don't think so.
We haven't spoken in years. One of those friends you have in high school and then college happens. You know.
That's never gonna happen with me and Francine. We'll still be friends when I'm as old as you. A very long time from now. Like so long from now.
Wait, you're not implying I'm old?
No, of course not.
But that wrinkle on your face is,
It'll be a long time from now.
That is a thing, though. It's like certain stages of life when you make a really good friend, that friend is either going to be with you for life or that relationship is going to end with that stage. You know, it never seems to be like a halfway thing where the person isn't necessarily a lifelong friend, but they do manage to somehow cross different stages. That doesn't seem to happen often. Here's a question. How many of you can roller skate? There can be so many questions for you guys to answer in the comments, and none of you will. Except one. One person will, and no one else.
You used to roller skate?
At the drive-in on Main Street.
Wait, why would you be roller skating at... Mom, were you a roller skating waitress at a drive-in restaurant?
When we were here for the summer, yeah.
Like in the movies?
Yeah. It seems silly now. I mean, it was silly, but I was glad to have the distraction.
Nah, it's cool.
From what?
Well, it was the first time we'd come back for the summer since my father died.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, I was probably kind of depressed. It was good to be up and moving around and not just sulking.
And bringing people burgers on roller skates in a little outfit?
Oh yeah, the whole 9.
Tell me there's a photo of this somewhere.
I don't know. Maybe?
Well, I've got a new objective.
Literally. Okay. It's possible there's a photo. Cool. I had roller skates like this. I wasn't very good at it. Also had wheelies. Also was not very good at those. Well, heelys, rather. Does advertising really work? Her fabulous TV debut. The Family Garden. What's this other one? Garden play for people who want to fuck plants. Home America.
Sheesh, what happened here?
Looks like the wall gave way. Water damage, I guess.
What is this thing?
It's the water heater.
Oh, that's why you said water damage. I get it, I'm following along. Well, it's not going anywhere now. Can we climb over it?
No! God, look at all that rusty metal.
I'm up on my tetanus shots, aren't I?
We're not risking it.
I didn't say you had to. I said I'd do it.
Well, what's that thingy back there?
It's a maintenance hatch for getting down into the crawl space under the house.
Gross. I'd never do it.
Is there any other way into the crawl space?
I think there's a way to get in from around the back. Why are you acting so excited?
Well, if we could get into the crawl space, we could climb back up out of that hatch and get over to that side of the mobile home to find more stuff.
I'm not sure why you're using the plural here.
I'm not sure
And
either.
Also, I really want to see if there's any cool, creepy stuff under there.
I don't. Crawl spaces are gross.
Like a skeleton.
Listen, you can give it a peek if you want, but there is no way I'm crawling under there with you. You're on your own.
Hey, no problem. More cool, creepy stuff for me.
I find it interesting that she'd be fine with her daughter crawling under the house into a crawl space because like debris and stuff could fall on her head, but she's not comfortable with her just climbing over this right now. Whatever. Water heater, etc. I'm not pleased with the fact that the implication is a Tess for some reason didn't know that this was a water heater. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it's going to be the area that was near the doghouse because I feel like I saw something that looked like an entrance. Like, why can't we just go through here?
What's in here?
That's just August's old room. Let's try and find some other way in.
Oh. Why don't we just bash one of these windows open? I mean, the place is in such disrepair. Does it really matter at this point? Nothing in here? But yeah, see this? I saw this, so I was like, oh, maybe I can get in. Yeah.
So this is how we get into the crawl space?
You keep saying we.
It's the royal we.
This is how intrepid people with an innate sense of curiosity get into the crawl space?
Among other personality traits, yes.
Fine then. I'll go it alone. You're probably too frail to get in here anyway. Those creaky knees of yours.
She calls you arthritic.
Into the filthy crawl space you go.
See you on the other side.
Alright, don't get bitten by some disgusting thing under there. Alright, I don't see anything sketchy. Like, look at that, that's questionable. I see something there. This reminds me of the part where we go into the crawl space in... I don't remember what game it was that I played on here that was about the trans guy. I don't remember now.
This is good. Mom's gotta see this.
All right. I'm writing from our new home right on the water. I was looking and looking, and I realized there's no better home for us than one we could just pull up anchor and split if we really needed to. So I bought us a houseboat. It's really something else. Bought it from an older fellow who'd kept it perfect and was just done having to maintain it in his autumn years. There's a rumor they're going to dam this river up, but that's a long time coming, if it happens at all. Now, just to get you and those kids moved up here. I hope it's been a good summer. Write back discreetly, and let's make plans for the big move. Something I've learned since Leo died is that being loaded with cash is the only way to live. Get ready to leave all your worries behind. Okay. Very interesting. So, where did the money come from? Because that was to Helen. So, I assume that was, her mystery man saying, hey, I got us a boat and then you can come up here. But why is it that he learned anything about having a lot of money after Helen's husband died? Is it like, did Leo have like a brother? And then he like inherited money from, Anyway.
Cool.
Is that lady? What the fuck? Okay. Anyway, where's the hatch? Let's look up. Let's look up. Oh, it's here.
Mom, I found a way in. Hang on, I'll open the back door. Hey, Mom, I found something. Look.
Another letter.
He wanted to live with Grandma on a boat. Maybe we can figure out where the boat was by looking at the photo.
It looks like, it looks like a boat.
A houseboat.
Yeah, but boats all have like unique names and stuff too.
Can't see much of the surrounding area.
It's near trees? Maybe we can look for some of those.
A place in Canada with trees. That narrows it down.
Well, he did say that there was a river that was going to be dammed up, so maybe look for any rivers that were dammed up. Kurt, about 2 hours drive.
What's this about?
Oh, that was the town where my boyfriend Kurt lived. We were a summer thing, but we were planning on how we could keep seeing each other once we both went home after the summer. I guess I was feeling pretty lost. I latched onto him and held on tight. He became my plan for how I would be okay.
And that didn't work out?
Yeah, like these things often do.
So how'd you end up with Dad?
Sorry?
Well, you didn't end up with Kurt. How'd you end up with Dad?
Oh, it was a lot of years later that I met your dad. After college, I moved back to Greenville for my bookkeeping job. It was actually when I was in one of the first plays I performed in at the Andromeda. Your dad was in the audience. He hung around outside the stage door after the show and he flagged me down.
Right.
He said there was a problem with the production. He was so distracted by my beauty that he couldn't pay attention to anything else going on in the play.
Aw, that's so
I like stuff like that,
It's like something
It's cute.
out of a rom-com.
I found it endearing at the time. He was very persistent.
Was Dad big into local theater?
No. He told me later that he'd actually been at the play on a date with someone else. He told her he needed to head home, then hung around the theater to talk to me.
Ooh, red flags all over the place.
Did you find that endearing?
Hola, Matador.
I guess at the time I found it flattering. And a little funny. I should have realized it was a red flag.
Yeah, well. You know what? We're not going to say that we're not going to go there. We're going to go everywhere that this game has to offer, okay? If I got to sit here and listen to these people not say things with their not animated mouths, then we're just going to have it all out.
Are you saying Dad cheated on you?
Oh, God, no. No.
How would you know? How would you know? How would you know?
It's a sleazy move.
So, not the kind of thing Kurt would have done?
Oh, I don't know.
It's like, I don't know. And then you find out, like, Kurt was a freaking pedophile or something.
man. I forgot that August had this. I let her keep it when I moved into the van.
But August didn't even go to Fort State.
She almost did. We were both so excited to, growing up. Don't you remember Grandma talking about how much she loved it?
I remember her talking about how sexist it was.
Yeah, well, everything was sexist back then. But we're a Ford State family. You'll be a triple legacy.
Ugh.
I don't even know if I want to go to college.
What do you mean you don't know if you want to go to college? Of course you're going.
I'm sorry,
I make
Mom.
my own choices.
What kind of choice is that? To be broke?
Oh, like we are now?
Be broke. I'm working really hard on my design business. And August didn't go to college.
August is
Right?
lucky. She's talented, but she's also lucky.
When I'm 18.
Look, I don't want to talk about this anymore. It's not a discussion.
Fine.
I love how they're just like, oh, she's talented, but she's also lucky. Because I was about to say, are you suggesting that your daughter's not also talented? That's kind of shitty.
Well, howdy there. What's your name, buddy? No video games back then, I guess. Poor, deprived kids.
We had so much fun doing all the things. I like that I'm just getting keys all over the place.
This looks like it's for a car or something.
Oh, that's the key to my old van out front. August was always stealing the keys so she could get in there and mess with my stuff.
Well, well. Look who's gonna be messing with your stuff now.
Good for you, Tess. Good for you. I found the key to Mom's old van. It may not run anymore, but I bet it's got a bunch of cool hippie stuff inside. I'm just going to take the side of whichever one I agree with at the moment. So right now I'm Tess.
Fun. Wait, did they not get to use these?
Michigan State Fair, admission 1. Hayride. Showtime Drive-In Theater. I think I went to a drive-in theater all of once in my life, and I don't remember if I actually, was there. Like, I went there, but didn't actually get to experience, sitting there and watching a movie in the car. I think I just went to one, but I think it was closed at the time, maybe. Anyway, let's read this before calling Mom. The Mean Boys by August Devine. One day, August rode her bike to town because of how sunny it was. Oh, so August is a writer? Because it was sunny, her friend Nightshade had to follow behind her under the trees because he lives in the shade and shadows and can't go in the sun. August laughed as Nightshade ran along under the trees, and she and Nightshade made jokes together. When August and Nightshade got to the town, there were boys outside the general store. They saw August's special tie that made her safe, but it didn't make her safe from... Dun dun dun. Them. The Mean Boys came closer. They said, "Who are you talking to? And what are you wearing, stupid?" August said, "My dad's tie." The Mean Boys said, "Your dad must be stupid." August was crying, but the Mean Boys didn't care. They laughed and laughed. August looked for Nightshade, but Nightshade couldn't help because he was trapped in the shade under the tree far away. When the Mean Boys went away, August went under the tree with Nightshade. August's special tie was all dirty. She gave Nightshade a hug to feel better, but it didn't help enough. Aw, sad. Interesting picture. Let's just get... I'm trying to see the bottom of the page. There we go. What the hell? I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, is this one heckling her while doing some Cirque du Soleil Shen Yun shit with his leg? Like, what? Oh boy, I would be very embarrassed if somebody had the fortitude to bully me while they're doing like a full vertical split.
Poor kid. Did she get made fun of a lot? At school and stuff?
I think she got picked on when she was little, but she toughened up. I guess right around this age, when we came back from our last summer trip.
What changed?
I don't know.
She murdered someone. All right. I had to go and get some seltzer here. Let's see. House. Whatever that is in the corner. Fence. Okay. This looks like the hand. I don't care about the bootlegger thing.
I'd recognize that penmanship anywhere.
This piece was clearly done by an accomplished artist.
A cartographic prodigy? Do you think there'd be anything there to dig up that was left behind? It'd be like a time capsule.
Maybe she was gonna come back for it later. It was her first investment.
She got started early. I don't know. Let's just go see what it is.
Alright, I found a map to buried treasure in August's room. Could it be the fabled bootlegger gold? X marks the spot near the doghouse. Cool, we'll do that later. Paint set, cute. What's this? A note. Dear August, you were upset after what happened today, and that's all right. You needed time to yourself instead of talking to me, and that's all right too. But upset as you are, you need to remember, boys only tease girls because they like them, or because they're different. You cannot control the cruelty of others, but you can discourage it through your own appearance and behavior, or learn to play along. It's time to grow up now. I know you will. Hey, I don't like that advice. First of all, I'd add one thing to this, that yes, there are a lot of boys who do tease girls because they like them, because they haven't learned a healthy, more acceptable way to show their affection. And in a lot of cases, they don't really understand that what they feel is liking. Because once boys hit that age where they do start to understand what that is, and they get like, oh, the reason that I want to bother that girl all the time is because I like her, then I think they do start to do things that are not, antagonistic, unless again, they're the kind of boys that never learned a different way. Oh, but what Right, I don't agree with this advice. I completely lost track of what I was saying. So yeah, there are the two things she mentioned where sometimes they do it because they like you, and other times they do it because you're different. But people never tack on that third reason that people can be bullying or hateful or abusive, and it's just that they hate you. And then there's, of course, number 4, which is, I think, the other one that would cover pretty much everything, which is that maybe none of the above applies. It's just that you're weak. And so they feel like you're an easy target. They're not going to try to do these things with anybody else, but they know they can do it to you because they know you're not going to fight back. So I feel like those are the 4 things. And I disagree with the advice, which is that, well, if people are bullying you, just conform to whatever it is you think they would like more so they stop. I don't agree with that. Anyway.
I don't know if I agree with this advice. This doesn't sound very Millie to me.
Millie was just a character, honey.
I know, but didn't she usually give advice Grandma would have given? How could you tell a little kid that getting picked on was their own fault?
I don't know if that's what she meant.
It's right here. She's like, if people are mean to you, you should change. What, the bullies are right? She never told me that kind of thing when girls were being mean to me at school. She just told me to be myself.
Well, that's because she was old.
Well, maybe if Mother could have gone back and given August the advice she gave you instead, she would have.
I hope so.
Because the only reason I say that is for every person who, because of their age, they become more obnoxious and set in their ways. There are some people who, because of their age, just, understand that life is short and precious and they don't have a lot of time left anyway. So they just become a lot more thoughtful and supportive. Uh-oh.
Oh my God, Aunt August. I have so many questions.
Nope, don't fuck with these. Don't fuck with these. Ooh, the planchette is going... hold on, put it back. Pick it up. There we go. Just get... Okay, you know what? It's fine. It's fine. I thought it was going to let me pick it up and then put it across the board, but no, instead it's swimming in it. Found the key to Mom's old van. All right. What's in here?
What's in here?
That was my mom and dad's room. Well, just my mom's room last we were here.
Well, dang it. That door's stuck.
Kick it open. Knock it down.
Look, we could twist the latch open if... I think I could get this open with a flathead screwdriver.
I think I can get that open with a slap.
Where's one of those?
Honestly.
Oh, I had a little toolkit in the glove box of my van.
Nice.
I don't know why that sounded like the start of a nursery rhyme. I had a little toolkit. Nail, nail, nail. The door to Grandma Helen's room is broken, but it's going to take more than that to keep me from snooping. Okay. Well, wait. Was that everything? Bathroom. Oh, what's this? Newspaper clipping. Next time, both your tempers simmer down before you try to make amends. Confidential to Precious Stone. You're young, idealistic, and you trust easily. You have an open heart and a lot of pain to heal. Don't let someone who's more flash than substance take advantage of that. Okay.
Precious Stone? This was to you?
Yeah, because she's an
Subtle,
opal.
My mother was against me and Kurt being together from the start. To be fair, I would go off to who knows where with him and sometimes not come back till the morning. Now I understand how worried she must have been as a mother.
You were a bad kid? Do you ever thank your lucky stars I'm not a bad kid?
I don't know. You and Francine can stay up pretty late.
Playing The Sims and eating
Hell yeah.
souls.
Yeah, you kids are wild these days.
Back in my day, we were just fucking all over the place and smoking cigs. What's this? Ooh, I'm finding so many things. Opal. I thought I was the one who was going to have all the fun this summer. Before Kurt. I'm so jealous. A Casanova with a motorcycle? Jeez Louise. I've never even been on a motorcycle. I've been seeing this boy named Gordon here. He's not as fun as Kurt, but he's cute and really sweet. He runs the log flume, and he's into model airplanes and ham radio. No motorcycle for me. Write back soon and tell me everything. I need something to read before Gordon bores me to death talking about planes. Your very best log fluming non-motorcycling friend. Appreciate the guys who are cute and sweet and who are gonna talk to you about their passions instead of the guys who are quote-unquote cool bad boy Casanovas with motorcycles who are gonna probably one day slap you in the face if you piss them off, just saying. Oh, I found the photo of her. Look at that. Mom looking good.
It's here! It's really here! Photographic evidence of your roller skating waitress phase. I love it.
Why was it in the bathroom?
You are cute!
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, please, Mom, stop. You were cute then, and you're, hot mom now.
What?
According to the boys at school, you are my hot mom. You didn't know about this?
No! I am not.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. It's great having all the boys at school talking about how hot your mom is. It's great. Regardless, this photo of you is real neat, and I think we should keep it.
Sure. Why not?
Why wouldn't you want to keep like old pictures of yourself? If I found that, I'd be ecstatic. What's this? That was a hair clip. It's a comb. Anything else? All right. I'm glad I went in there and I found that. Okay, one thing at a time. Let's go find whatever there is to dig that was near the dog's. I was gonna say the dog's nest. The dog house. No post-apocalyptic survivors here to steal my shit? No? Okay. Just checking. Yeah, I went literally all the way around for no reason. But it's fine. Like, this is what I'm talking about, right? Just because something is in disrepair doesn't mean that things just end up where they wouldn't have been otherwise. You know, like someone had to have done that. Like, why would the ironing board be outside? Unless you actually brought it outside and were ironing and then you just left it here. Did you put this outside? No, then it wouldn't just be outside just because the home is not being taken care of. But anyway. They said X marks the spot, right? I actually didn't pay attention. Where is it? Here? Oh.
You ready to unearth this mystery?
You are really getting into the mess on this trip. Crawling through old crawl spaces, digging in the dirt.
It's for the sake of the adventure, Mom.
Don't let me stop you.
You couldn't if you tried. Hey! Oh, was that Dad's tie that August was wearing that people said looked stupid? Aw. And is that her hugging Nightshade? Goodbye, Nightshade. Thank you for being my friend. I'll miss you, August. Aw.
So this is where August buried her feelings.
Mom! Come on, it's sad.
Maybe August would want it.
Wow, that was the best reaction to this.
I think so too.
We can just put it in the car.
Oh, man.
Welcome back, Nightshade.
Turns out the real treasure was the friends we made along the way. Oh, I didn't actually read. I didn't know that's what was written there. Okay, fine. Yeah, the friends we made along the way. JK, it was actually the grave of August's imaginary friend Nightshade. I feel kind of bad for disturbing it. I don't. Part of the fun of burying things is digging them back up one day. Let's take a shortcut. What? Oh. I missed this.
Do you remember... Well, did it seem like Grandma wanted to...
Leave my father? I mean... I guess when I was around your age, I started wondering why they were together in the first place. They didn't seem to...
Make sense together?
Yeah.
Huh. I remember when I started wondering that about you and Dad. Why you were together. You're both so different. Did you used to have more in common?
Well... When you're together at first, everything about each other is new. It can cover up a lot of things.
True that.
But when you get used to each other, that's when it can be hard. But sometimes, you know, by that point, it's too late.
Too late.
Too late, baby, now it's too late. You know, we're gonna go this route.
Because you have a kid?
Well, that can be one factor.
So you think you and Dad would have split up a lot sooner if I wasn't around? Well, I'm sorry I held everything up, okay? Maybe you would have been happier if you hadn't been stuck with Dad for so long.
Honey, that's not how it is. It's not as simple as that, and it's not because of you. There's a lot more to it.
Yeah, it's because of other things and you.
Someday.
Not today.
Then when?
Not today.
Look at this cute little family. Look at this adorable little family. Oh my god. Alright. Did I ever find the, like, thing that the little key would go to, or was that in the house? So remember how I found a tiny key, and I was like, what does this go to? And Mom was like, maybe a drawer. Was that before we left? I don't know. Alright, well, let's go to the van. Yeah, I mean, so far, I like it. Yes, it's a walking sim. It's not the kind of game that's for everybody, but you really have to nail having characters that are interesting and a story that's interesting. Because if you don't, then no one's going to want to waste the time walking and reading and clicking, you know?
Oh, it's everything I'd imagined. It's got an ugly lamp, an acoustic guitar.
I have an acoustic guitar sitting right here.
A concerning scent of mold?
I mean, what do you expect? It's been under this carport for 30 years. That's why I'm not coming inside.
Okay, I'll just look around and get out. It is kind of gross in here.
You're just looking for the screwdriver, right?
Right.
Don't get too nosy, all right?
All right. But look at all this stuff.
Let me get as nosy as I want in here. Also, I was gonna take my guitar out, and I was like, nah, never mind. Because it's like sitting on the corner. I was gonna take it out just to play it, just so you knew I wasn't lying about there being one sitting over here next to me, but I just don't want to bother. All right. Playbill.
Wow. Mom was even into theater back then. Huh.
Cool. What is this? Death of a Salesman? Mm-hmm. The School for Scandal. Never heard of that. But Death of a Salesman, we all know.
Wow. Brutal, Lori. Brutal. But kind of fair.
All right, let's read it. Let's see what's brutal but fair. Dear Opal, are you getting my letters? I haven't heard from you since you told me about Kurt. I've been writing you every week. Things at the park are lame. All the fun people left, and now it's just me, Gordon, and the dorks from Sandusky. If I don't get anything back, I'm just going to assume you're too preoccupied with Kurt to write to me. At least one of us is having fun. I'll talk to you when school starts, I guess, unless I'm too busy. Don't do that to your friends.
Alas, not so groovy anymore.
Cool. All right. Let's get this letter. Oh, it's a little hard for me to click. There we go.
Holy shit.
Babe, this summer's been real out there, but I've got to split. I'm not hip to another winter with snow. I'm on my bike headed to Cali. Look me up if you're ever out that way. I'm going to take that to show to my mama. I'm gonna take this as well. And I'm gonna look at the owner's manual real close and then put it back. Okay. I think that's everything. Right? Oh my god, it did the thing again. Don't know why it does that, but fine, let's go.
How was the stuff? Groovy as you'd hoped?
Well, I found,
Wait, what? Because you have a kid. Is this a bug? Because that doesn't make sense. Anyway, this note from Kurt.
this. You guys didn't just drift apart at the end of the summer, did you?
No. I came to work at the diner one night, and they said someone had left a note for me. And it was this stupid thing.
That sucks, Mom.
I just felt like such an idiot. I'd put all my energy into planning how we'd be able to stay together, planning how our life was going to be, planning how he'd be the answer for how I was going to be okay. And then one day, this.
That's why you don't do those things.
I don't know if I've ever cried as much as I did for the week after I got this.
Oh, how sad. I mean, I'm not going to say that he seemed like an asshole, right? Because sometimes a person is in a relationship and they don't want to see the fact that what they want is completely different from what the other person wants. And so they're not being misled at all. You know, the other person is being very clear about their intentions, being very clear about, like, you know, that they don't really want anything serious. They don't really want to make plans, etc. But you don't want to accept that, so you just kind of ignore it, right? There are people like that, and so they just keep pushing and they keep planning and they keep expecting. So when that other person is finally like, yeah, it's been fun and whatever, but like I'm out now, they may not in their heads be doing anything that's wrong, because they may have somehow interpreted like what you had as you feeling like you were on the same page as them, and that even if you pushed certain things, maybe you weren't really serious about them. It'd be different basically if his note was like, yeah, babe, like it was cool and all, but you kind of suck and I'm sort of tired of your face. So now, like, then I would say he's an asshole, right? But it just seems like they wanted two different things. So I'm gonna pick this one.
He seems like maybe he just wanted something different than you.
Well, he could have told me that. Instead, he just played along, told me what I wanted to hear. Until one day it was just...
did you?
Goodbye. Not even face to face, just this selfish little note. And he was gone.
Well, that's different.
There was a lesson I should have learned that summer. You can't rely on other people.
What?
If you put your trust in other people, if you expect them to be there for you, one day they won't be.
Mom, that's a very bad thing to say to your child.
So what? You shouldn't have friends or relationships?
Well, no, I just mean you can care about other people, but you have to be ready for them to go away and be okay on your own when they do.
You're making it sound like... Are you saying Dad left you? I thought you said you both agreed to get divorced.
Well, either way, he's not here, is he?
Mom, what happened?
Yeah, spill the beans,
You
Mama.
and Dad splitting up. He always makes it sound like you wanted him to leave, but...
He does?
Uh-oh,
If he's telling you I wanted this... See? This is why you need to be okay on your own. If you're fine on your own, when they leave, you don't have to feel this way. Remember that.
Mom, that's sad.
Well, I've got the screwdriver.
Good. That's good.
That was a terrible transition. That was just emotionally dissonant from what was just going down, but fine. What were we doing? Going into the house and breaking open the door? Yikes. But see, I told you. I told you her dad's over there doing stuff.
Door, we meet again. But this time, I'm ready for you.
But, you know, it could also be one of those things where it's like, he's like, well, you pushed me away. And she's like, no, I didn't.
Hey, good work.
Thanks, Mom.
And so they both think that the other is the reason that they're not together, but really it's both of them. Hey, what? What? Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, I'm stuck. Oh, okay. I'm not stuck anymore. I thought there was something here to click. But no. Another postcard. Let's look at that real close. I don't think I flipped the other one over. Disco Star. Cool. I love rides. All right, let's read it. Darling, now wait. It sounds like someone's getting cold feet all of a sudden. We had a plan. Leo dies, I make tracks for the border, and when the dust settles, you follow me. This doesn't work if only one of us makes tracks. I've got everything you could ever hope for up here. A place of our own, a quiet little town where nobody knows our names, and a pile of cash that'll keep us going till who knows when. The kids will love it too. What kid wouldn't want to live on a boat? Get these silly ideas out of your head. Get back on track, and we'll be together soon. Yeah, weird.
Would you have loved living on a boat?
I don't think so. I wonder what age he thought I was. He couldn't have thought a teenage girl would want to... Wait. I hadn't even thought of that. My mother was just going to take me and August, and we were all going to run off to Canada? I mean, of course she wasn't just going to leave us behind, but...
Sounds like Grandma had some big plans worked up.
Well, look, he said she started having cold feet, and she must have written him back and said she wasn't sure if she could come after all.
You think she realized that maybe her kids wouldn't have been so happy moving onto a boat with some random man in Canada? Can I start calling him Canada Man?
Ooh.
You can call him whatever you want.
I want to call him Canada Dry.
So strange.
Love makes you do crazy things.
Love or grief?
Both?
Ain't that the truth, girlie? Put that back. All right, astrology. Cool. Can't see what's under that. And it is the Bible. Oh, it's illustrated. Can I read it? Can I open it and see all the illustrations of all the cool biblical things in there that some people take way too seriously because they want to destroy other people's lives over it? It's an Easter goose. Can I open it? Is there anything in it? Alright. Put you back. Honk. Oh.
Oh, my mom loved this desk. I remember when she brought it home from the flea market.
Jeez, how many desks did Grandma have?
Kind of a lot, I guess. I mean, she was a writer. She liked to move around.
Well, let's see what she was hiding in here.
I'm a writer. I don't think I'll have a desk
locked.
everywhere I go. I mean, not like this type anyway. I'll have one.
Idea.
But then also I'm the type of person that would have like an old-timey typewriter for no reason. You know, so. Oh, here it is.
The little key
Ah.
from Grandma's diary?
Right.
And it is open. What's this? Pick up the note first. Oh, is this it? Pierre. That's his name. Helen, you can't just leave me here. I did all this for you. All for you. And those are my kids too, you know. I have a right. Bomb, bomb, bomb. I wonder why he was so eager to just be like, yeah, you can bring those kids, man. The kids would love it. The kids. And not like your kids. Now it all makes sense. Mom, we have to talk about this. Mom. There we go.
What's that?
I'm sorry. What?
What does he mean? When he says those are his kids? Was Grandpa Leo not your real dad?
You asking her, it seems like she's just as surprised as you are.
Can't even imagine.
Look, Mom. Look. This one. This note. It has a return address. Pierre Lautrec. Box 9, Hop 2 Lake, Carndale, Ontario.
We should go check it out. Do you want to?
Do you want to go check it out?
What? No.
No, but
Tess, we already drove however many hours up here and dug around getting dirty and all this stuff. I'm not driving us to Canada based on some return address from over 30 years ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that either. I would just try to
pack up, and I still need to call the electric company to schedule our end of the service, which I probably should have done sooner. And
Mom, stop.
No. Like, I mean, in this case, like she said, that was like 30 years ago. What's the dude's dead? You have other stuff that you need to be doing right now. You're short on money. I would look into it, you know, like I would make some phone calls, try to see if I can find out anything about the person, something more concrete than a note from 30 years ago, like she said. But just driving up there, I think is a little weird. And also, this is stupid. It's about who you really are. Like, who your biological parents are is not about who you really are. I mean, it's who you really are in terms of your blood, but like in terms of who you are as a human being, as a person, it's irrelevant.
You're going to pass up a trip to Canada? Land of the polite, home of the reasonable? We could see a moose. I've never seen a moose. 16 years, nary a moose. I've lived a life of deprivation, Mother.
Oh, you poor thing.
Mom, all jokes aside.
Yes, please.
If we don't do this now, if we don't go up there and at least try to find out who this guy really was, who your father really was, when are we ever going to do it? We're right here, a stone's throw away, on the cusp of discovery.
The cusp of moose country.
I wasn't going to say it, but yeah, that too.
You're just hoping we'll find that hidden treasure.
Come on. If we do track down this address, we might not find anything. But we could find out who your father really was. Who we really are.
Again.
Doesn't that mean anything to you?
That doesn't mean anything, but, right?
Okay, listen.
Yes.
Hey, I'm not doing this because of your sterling rhetorical skills. You didn't win this one. I just happen to agree with you. I do want to know who my mother might have been mixed up with, and why she never told me about it, and who my real father is. And if we go check out this address, we might find nothing. But we might find something.
You might find he left you some money.
One more day of
just
driving
saying.
Is all it takes to find out one way or the other.
Then why not, right?
Right.
Glad I could convince you.
No, you just happen to be right.
Exactly. Glad you came around to see things my way in the end. Okay, should we get going? It's getting dark.
Yeah. Let's find somewhere to stay for the night. We'll look up directions. Get back on the road in the morning.
Just stay there. Stay in the truck or whatever. Like, what?
We're getting room service.
Save your money. What?
Thank you, Mom. Best weekend ever.
But we didn't find that hidden fortune you were so excited about.
Yeah. maybe it's on the other side of the border.
Maybe. Come on, let's get out of here.
I mean, like, if it's just for the night, you know, and then they can go to a motel or something in the morning and get something to eat. But then again, I get it. Like, there's no like hot water and electricity and stuff like that. I get it, but still. What the heck? Is this Pierre, my mom's real dad? Whoa, oh my God. All right, well, I want to look at this other stuff and then we'll get out of here. All right. Our condolences. Wow, I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Our thoughts are with you. Janet and David Richards. Helen, so sorry to hear about your... Let's just do this. So sorry about your loss. Please let me know if there's anything we can do. The Saltzmans. A pen. Looks like a good pen. This actually looks like one of those, you know, those pens that are supposed to be like forever pencils, rather, where it's like it never runs out because it uses a different type of material. Anything in the back? Nope. Cute. Right. I'd say we've seen enough, Mother. Let us fly. Wait, nope, there's a book here. King, Queen, Royal Flush. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, now we can go, Mother. Away! Wait, gotta go this way because it'll be faster. Away in this direction instead. Can we just go? Yes. Nice. I don't know how long I've been playing. I think I was at the 2-hour mark when I went to get my seltzer.
All right, time to order that room service.
This is not the kind of place that has a room service. I'm sorry.
What?
Hotels do room service. This is a motel.
Just like the summer place was a mobile home and not a trailer.
Right, but the other way around. But there's a restaurant and lounge right next door, though. I'm gonna head down there and get us dinner, okay? And I'm going to have a cocktail while I wait. It's been a long day.
All right, Mom.
I'll be back
Go
with
do
something
you.
to eat soon.
Well, all right. That's almost like room service.
What do you want to eat?
Oh, burger?
Burger it is.
Burger? Burger fry?
Work.
Burger fry pop. I knew I shouldn't have brought my backpack on the trip. Now Mom expects me to do my homework. Again, I was just confused about... Well, I don't know why I thought she graduated, especially because she had like the yearbook or whatever.
Oh, how lovely. Dirt-flavored water. No thanks.
I feel you. Oh. Check my texts, see if... Hey, Tessa Bear. Hope you had a good day. Busy with some work late tonight, but we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thinking of you always, Dad. Hi, Dad. What's up, Tessa Bear? Nothing. Just gonna cross the Canada border soon. Wanted to say hi. Canada? What for? We found some clues in Grandma and Grandpa's old summer house, and we think there might be more to find at another place across the border. So we're gonna check it out. Tess, are you hunting for bootlegger gold without me? Haha, maybe. We're gonna see what we find. Can't wait to hear all about it once you're back and to get my cut of the action. Can't wait to talk to you too. I had a question. It's about you and Mom. I feel a bummer incoming, but okay. Well, you always said Mom wanted you to leave, and that's why you're not living with us anymore, but Mom said you were the one that wanted to leave, so I'm confused. She said that, huh? Well, I'd say it was mutual, kid. But I had a big opportunity out here, and I had to take it. I understood why your mom didn't want to come along, and that's okay. That's why you left home and quit Video Galaxy and everything? It's not the same without you here, or at the store. I'm sure the store is even better without me. Who wants their dad as their boss? But you made the store so fun. The window displays and the Halloween costume contest and movie quote trivia, the new manager is just boring. So what is your big opportunity out there? Well, you know, I headed out here for a new business venture and I'm in the investment stage. Can't wait to tell you more about it, but just wouldn't feel comfortable till I know it's going to pan out. Just make sure everything's perfect for when I tell you more. What? Remember when you were little and you worked on that book you drew for weeks and wouldn't let me peek at it till it was all done? I've still got that book right here with me, and you didn't want me to see it till you had it all perfect. This is just like that. You still have that? Yeah, I'd never part with it. No way, no how. I just don't want to disappoint you by jumping the gun. You understand, don't you, kiddo? Yeah, can't wait to hear more. Soon, I hope. Gotta get back to it. Love you, Tessa Bear. Love you too. All right, let's text my friend. Hey, Frankie, we survived the abandoned summer home. And how haunted was it? Very. Oh my God. How many ghosts did you see? Nothing but ghosts. The place was packed full of them. Damn, I want to see a ghost. Speaking of spooky, how did your mom react to you telling her about Nevada? Shut up! I didn't tell her. Why are you so obsessed with this? Oh my God. You need to tell her. What if she doesn't let you go? I'm gonna. And she will let me go. Just do it now. Okay, I will when it's the right time. When? I don't know, my God. So, did you find what you were looking for? Yes and no. We are heading up to Canada tomorrow. What? Yo, we found some stuff about who my grandpa might have really been. We're gonna see if we can find out more about him. What? You might be part Canadian? Yo, 1/4 maple syrup running through my blood. I'll call and tell you about it when we're home. Reception out here is bad. We're in a weird little motel for the night. It's pretty cool. It's old and vintage, and my mom's getting me a burger from the bar. That's awesome. Well, have you looked around the motel room? Is there anything weird in there? Probably. If I find anything weird, I'll text you about it. Put phone in pocket. Okay. She wants to hear about weird stuff. Well, I'll look around. Did I find any condoms? I'll put the TV on in a minute. Let's open these drawers. No, that one doesn't. Okay. That was that one. And then this one. And then this one. And then this one. Oh, it's the Bible again. You still won't let me read you? Stop hiding your secrets. All right. Here we go. Ooh. What is? Why did this remind me of Fargo for some reason? What about in the bathroom? Anything weird in here? Toiletries case? The cup? Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, my mom's sleep shirt. What's a sleep shirt? At some point, adults get them. They're from a concert or a college. Which is this? My mom's college. That's cool. I don't know. I think I might go right to work after high school. My mom would explode, though. You're going to hate this. What? Your mom is right. You should go to college. You can do your ideas after. School is long. I'll be 1,000,000 years old when I graduate. Yeah, but so will the boys. Sex. 1,000,000-year-old boys. Mummies, yes. I will shut up, but you should go. You're too smart. You need to show them. All right. Thanks for the talkie talk. Ooh, pills. She's taking fluoxetine. Take 1 pill by mouth daily. I just found some pills in my mom's suitcase. Ooh, what kind? Fluoxetine? I don't know what it is. Yeah, me either. Maybe stop snooping in your mom's stuff. Oh, I will. But maybe you should stop telling me to do anything. How about that, friend? What is this? That was a little soap.
Oh yeah, definitely stealing these.
Face and body bar. Savon pour le visage et le corps. Alright, anything else in here? Nope. Okay. Let's go do my homework for the school I thought I had just graduated from or something. What is that noise? Oh, I like that you can kind of see outside a little bit. Alright. What kind of calculator is this? Trash. Alright. Where's your Texas Instruments? My God. Do your homework.
Hey, it's burger time.
Peanut butter burger time.
Fine. How was the restaurant?
Overpriced. But I guess that's the price you pay for convenience. Here's your burger.
Thanks.
Enjoy. I'm gonna call August.
Tell her I said hi.
August? Guess where I am? At a motel in Powhatan. Tess and I took a little road trip. She says hi. We paid a visit to the old summer house. You remember the summer house? Mobile home. Yes, it's still there. Anyway, we came away with some questions about Mom and Dad.
Ah, intriguing. This burger's my rival and I will defeat it. Give it to me. Oh, it looks so good. Check my texts. Hey, I'm gonna help my dad with dinner. Have a good drive to Canada. Don't let the moose bite. What is that noise? Oh, I didn't turn on the TV. That's right. Didn't I pick up the remote? What? Oh, cocktail napkin. Increased turnout at Andromeda. Improve word of mouth. What? T-shirts? Posters? Oh. Should leave my friend alone, but I'm not going to. Found a note. My mom wrote a bar napkin. Uh-oh, what's it say? It knows about her theater. Like how to get more people to go. Thought a bar napkin would be more interesting. Biz must be worse than usual. These ideas are tame. We need to punch it up. We run down the street launching fireworks yelling, theater! I get my plane to spell out sea plays in the sky. We go to an elementary school play and boo, better acting at Andromeda! Whoa. What? Kids bounce back. I'm envisioning the backstage mom rage. Maybe napkin thoughts win. Okay, cool. But yeah, how come I can't change the channel? I picked up the remote. Can I hit another button to maybe... Okay, whatever. Mom? Is that her talking? Is that what that is? Whatever, I'm gonna do my homework. Well, can I eat the burger first? Yeah. Yeah, let me eat more of it. Yeah, hell yeah. Come here, burger. Oh, I'm gonna get you from all sides, burger. All right, now a little of this. Yeah. All right. I have vanquished the mighty burger. Time to do my homework.
Do you think, could Dad have... Yeah, she's here. Hold on. She wants to talk to you. I'm going out for a smoke. Back in a few.
Smoking's bad for you, Mom. It sucks. Stop doing it.
Hello, Teresa.
Hi, Aunt August.
This is all... It's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's one word for it.
How do you feel about it?
She thinks it's
I
exciting.
think it's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bigger deal for you and Mom. I just think, I don't know, it's just kind of, it's like seeing a whole new side of Grandma, now that she's gone.
Yeah. I was still pretty young when our dad died, so I think it's a lot harder on your mom than on me. I never really knew him.
I'm sorry.
It's all right. I've spent enough on therapy to almost be over
No,
it.
she was that much
Did
younger.
you guys find anything out there? I haven't been since we were kids.
Oh yeah, I found Nightshade.
We found your old friend, Nightshade.
Oh, Nightshade. I'd forgotten about him.
Kind of a spooky name.
Yeah, I was a spooky kid. You know, our dad dying really did shake me up. Nightshade was to try and fill that void, I guess.
That must have been hard.
Yeah. What about the house? What was it like?
It was pretty beat up.
Yeah. I'm surprised it was still standing.
I guess part of me hoped we could just move out there.
Move out there? Oh my gosh. You're breaking my heart. You'd rather live in the middle of nowhere than in Chicago?
What?
With me, in the town.
Oh, that's what she wasn't telling her.
No.
Ooh.
What about Mom? Can she stay with you?
Of course, both of you, but she doesn't want to.
What do you mean?
She... Look, you should talk to her about it. It isn't my place.
Why didn't...
Oh, hold on. Work is calling. I gotta go. Love you, Teresa.
Love you too, Aunt August.
That's kind of a big deal to have been keeping from her. The fact that not only you have money troubles and stuff, but she's clearly concerned about where you're going to live, and you have a place to go with family, and you're just like, I don't know, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, whatever. And you're just going to struggle. Like, that is not a struggle to put your child through. When you have a child, you have to put them first, always. Mom? Let's go find her.
And Jocelyn is looking at him, and it's so obvious that she forgot her line. And of course she did, because she only got off book a few days before. And he's just staring at her.
Uh-huh.
And Todd needs her to say it, otherwise the whole scene makes no sense, and it's dead quiet. It's opening night. And so then she just says, "Who are you? The Pirate of Penzance?" Tess,
What?
are you even listening to what I'm saying?
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm listening.
She said Pirates of the Caribbean.
If you want to just drive quietly for a while, that's fine. I can do that.
Okay, that was a bizarre transition, though. Like, I get the fact that she's despondent right now, but that just seemed weird. Okay, anyway.
Wait, where's my cell phone? Did I put it in the glove box? Oh no.
What?
My cell phone. I left my cell phone at the hotel.
Are you sure?
Yes, I looked everywhere. It's not in the glove box. It's not in my backpack. I don't have the charger either. I must have left it on the charger at the hotel.
Oh my god.
We have to go back and get it.
Tess, we have been driving for over an hour already. We are not driving all the way back to the motel just so you can have your phone for one day.
You don't understand.
Can you just call them?
It might be gone if we don't go back for it.
I'm sure it'll be in the motel Lost and Found. We can pick it up on the way home.
Mom, we have to turn around. We haven't been driving for an hour.
Yes, we have. We left 1 hour and 18 minutes ago.
Well, we can drive faster on the way back.
I am not breaking the speed limit and getting pulled over and getting a ticket because you can't wait till tonight to get
You know, I wouldn't have left my phone there if it wasn't for you.
Uh-oh.
You were lying to me.
Here we
And I
go.
was so distracted, and now you won't even go back. And
Hold on. I was lying to you? When was I lying to you?
I don't care about the pills.
you didn't tell me we could stay with August. Why would you just lie to me and say August was unwilling to help us?
I didn't lie. She doesn't want to help. Helping would be buying the house, and when I asked, she said no.
But she offered to let us stay with her.
She doesn't have to buy a fucking house if she doesn't want
There's a
to.
million reasons why that's a bad idea.
At least we'd be sleeping in a bed and not a car.
We aren't gonna sleep in the car. I'll figure something out.
Aren't you concerned? We have no plan. You have no plan.
I have a plan. Money might be tight, but it's not like I don't have a job.
Why don't you like August?
Excuse me? Where Where did you get that idea?
Yeah, I have the same
You
one.
always act like she's a pain when she's just trying to help. It's like you're jealous of her.
First of all, I am not jealous of her. It's a lot easier to make money when you live by yourself.
Lies.
Especially if you're so far away. Your own family is an afterthought. I had to do all the work for Grandma. August just stayed in Chicago.
You're making her sound so selfish. She's not like that.
You've never lived with her, Tess. It's not gonna be like your little vacation. August thinks she knows what's best for everyone. I can't be around someone like that every day.
Oh, unlike you, Mom.
I can't imagine what that feels like. Do you think you're the only person with problems and the rest of us are just running around doing whatever? You're exhausting. No wonder Dad left.
Whoa!
Don't bring your
Whoa,
dad
whoa, 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 whoa,
into
whoa,
this.
whoa.
Why not? Why can't we talk about Dad? Actually talk about Dad for once. The divorce,
I don't want to have this discussion right now.
Fine. You don't want to have this discussion? I'll just find out when I go to Nevada.
What?
Oh, hell yeah.
Dad, when I go next month.
Okay.
You're not going to Nevada next month.
Yes, I am. I already have the tickets.
What do you mean? With what money?
From my business, I'm going.
From your business. I can't believe you. That you would go behind my back?
If you just told me what was happening, I wouldn't have to. I wouldn't have to ask Dad to tell me the truth.
The truth? Please. Oh, so that's what this is all about, huh? You want to know what's the truth?
Yeah, tell me, Mom.
Fine. Here's the truth. The divorce wasn't mutual. I divorced him.
You...
Your father announced he was going to Reno to become a full-time gambler and expected me to say, "Oh, sure, honey, feel free to abandon me and my daughter and dying mother to try out your next get-rich-quick scheme." What? What kind of person would think a marriage could work with that kind of distance? So then I have to be the bad guy, just like always. He gets to run away and be the fun parent, and I have to be the mean mom and do all the work. So I divorced him. I'm sure he's just as proud of his new job as I am, and that's why you're hearing about it now. So sure, go to Nevada, ask him all about it. I'm sure he'll tell you the truth.
Distance doesn't sound like that was the issue. Not only did I lose my phone, but I got in a fight with Mom. This sucks. I guess now we're just going to sit here in silence until we get to the stupid houseboat. What a fun road trip. That was sarcastic. But yeah, I mean, especially considering that money trouble, like I said before, is something that really destroys lives and destroys relationships, and is still one of the number one, like, top reasons people get divorced.
It's a dead end.
It's not a dead end. We just have to get out and walk.
Where, Tess?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's through here. Thanks for the help, by the way.
Look, I know you're upset. We both are. Let's just get in, see what we can find about Pierre, and get out. Before I change my mind.
Agreed.
Okay. But yeah, I was gonna say, like, because of that, if my husband was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go move to become a full-time gambler in fucking Reno, I'd be like, no, sir. We need to take care of our kids, so I don't know what that's about. Anyway, well, it looks like we finally made it to the houseboat we saw in the picture, most likely owned by the mystery man. Let's see what we find. Interesting environment. This looks Cthulhu. Let's go down. We shall, Palmer. Hey, Lautrec, there it is. Let's break into this. Mom, let's break into it.
Lautrec, that's the name of the mystery man. Think he's got mail? Guess we'll never know. It's locked anyway.
Maybe that's for the best. Tampering with other people's mail is illegal.
Who would know we tampered with it? Come on. The barnacles on the boat, they don't care. They're barnacles. What's this? Nothing? Okay. Do not enter. Yeah, this is... Ooh. Wait, I'm gonna go this way first. Nope, I guess I'm not gonna go this way first. Ah, cool. Looks like somebody was drinking a lot. Just looking around for things. Never know what you might find. Anything back here? Look at that view. Oh, there's like a hatch over there or something. Okay. Oh. Right. Go back this way. Oh my god. I get very nervous about stuff like that with indie games that I'm gonna get like stuck. Alright. Interesting.
Pierre! Pierre was here.
Looks like we're on the right track.
Well, we already knew he was there. This is where he lives. Oh yeah. So it did get dammed up, and that's why it's the way it is. As the trusted Gordon's fish. Let's see. Big bad. Trusted. I'm sorry. I can't. Every time I see one of these yellow fisherman things, I think either of that jingle or of 6. Pick up a knife. See, Mom, you keep lying to me, Mom. Let me tell you what you're gonna get, Mother. Some of this.
Yikes. Somebody has anger issues.
Oh.
Couldn't just set down the knife gently, could ya?
Yeah, I've never understood that. Like people who just jam the knife into things instead of setting it down. Mother. Oh. Anyway. Also, I was trying to threaten my mother, but like it wouldn't let me turn. Like it's, oh, you see, it's doing a weird camera thing again. Oh.
How are we supposed to get on board?
Maybe there's something around here we can use.
Maybe there's something around here we can use. We can use some wood. There's wood everywhere. Honestly, like I would just jump from there to there. I'd probably like hurt my ankle, you know, like you would get that thing where you land and it feels like your ankle is shattered and then it's just kind of vibrating and you just have to wait a little bit. But like that is not a far drop at all. I would just jump. Oh, this.
This is so stupid. We're trespassing. We need to go back home.
Oh, we are trespassing.
What if you fall off and break your neck, Tess? Or who knows what's even in that boat? Or if the floorboards are all rotted, or...
But we're already here. And the trailer home...
Mobile home.
The mobile home was fine. I just think if we go back now, what's the point? Don't you want to know what happened to Grandma? To find Pierre?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. You stay here, and I'll see what I can find.
No.
You can't go in without me.
Don't tell me what I can't do, Tess. No matter how grown up you think you might be, I'm still your mother.
You're right. I'm sorry. We've done all of this so far together. I just don't want to give that up.
Also, you're older than her. Like, they should both just go.
First.
No, I should go.
No way. What if you fall off?
I could say the same to you. I should go first. I'm not gonna let my poor, aged mother walk across a rickety bridge before I'm sure it's safe.
Let's flip a coin. Call it heads or tails.
No, we're not doing that.
No! I'm going first. It's my filial duty.
Yes, I'm a filial child.
Dangerous?
If I thought it was dangerous, I wouldn't walk across at all.
Great. Then we'll flip a coin. I call heads.
Oh my god. I won!
Just be careful and stay away from the edge.
Oh, whatever. Oh, look, I'm gonna fall so far down into the fucking nothing because it was dammed up. Again, it might hurt a little bit, but I'll be fine. Alright. I know I could go through the front, but I just want to go around. Oh. I'm going this way first. Flare gun.
Dodge. dodge this.
Bash, 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 bash.
Put it back.
Just like the Swamp of Sadness.
Oh, Mom, how did you get here?
From Neverending Story? Where the horse dies?
Is that a movie?
I picked that because I didn't remember what it was, so I wanted to know.
We watched it together on video. I was like 6, and I cried so hard we had to stop the movie because of the horse dying in the Swamp of Sadness.
In the swamp.
Oh, that movie.
Oh, Mom, where'd you go? You're gone again. All right. Oh, cool. Okay, so maybe I should go in order because I don't want to get, like, look at something in there and then have them assume that I already looked at all the stuff up here. You know what I mean? Can I go that way? No. So let's go in first. Boosh.
It's locked. This must be where the money is.
I seriously doubt that, but regardless, we'll have to...
Can I just kick it in?
I'd say you're free to try, but I don't want you hurting yourself.
How sturdy can it be?
Yeah, I mean,
All right, pretty sturdy.
that doesn't look like the stuff in the mobile home. All right, whatever's in there can blow the lid off. This whole thing. Okay, well. Yes. Things to click and look. Oh, Gentleman's Magazine, hey. 12-page pictorial on the girls of Iceland. Hey, Mom. She kind of looks like you.
Wow, cool.
Tess, don't touch that!
Why not? It's just as grimy as anything else in this boat. Plus, I want to find out what the winter campus fashions were in 1968.
You don't know where that's been.
It's literally been right here for 30 years.
I mean before that.
Gross.
Never mind. And I think it was fringed jackets.
The winter campus fashions in 1968?
And patterned tights. But really, put that down.
Mom, I'm gonna read it. Okay? I wanna look in it. Okay, fine. Fine. Mother. My God. So annoying. What else is in here? Oh, Mom, look.
Wow, this is from when Grandma was really young.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen this one.
You look a lot like her.
Really? I always thought I looked more like my father.
Maybe you were just imagining things?
What? Oh, you mean because he might not have been my father? I suppose I can see the resemblance now that I think about it.
You have her smile.
You have her smile, you have her eyes, you have her lips. You have her hair, you have her nose, you have her hips. Let's pick this up. I'm surprised to receive another letter from you so soon. A houseboat. It's a romantic thought, living right in the water. But don't you suppose it might be a bit small for both of us and 2 children, including a teenager? Couldn't you have written me before making this decision? We're still here, waiting for the heat to die down. While I'm excited to start a new life afresh, I've begun to rack up worries. How will the children react with all they've already been through? What do you suppose my parents will think, and us just disappearing? And also me slurring my speech for some reason? My poor mother, she's already lost a son-in-law. Won't people come looking for us? Are you sure there's no other way? Again, it's weird.
Grandma.
Can you imagine if my mother had actually moved us up here to stay?
I'd be Canadian.
You wouldn't even exist.
Whoa. What?
Well, who knows if I would have had a daughter if my whole life had changed back then. I certainly wouldn't have met your father.
Wow. So this is like looking into an alternate reality. I'd like to live in another reality.
Like what?
I was about to say something mean. No, one where we were really rich because, like, it doesn't seem like her and her dad are into each other,
One
so.
where we were really rich, and you could fix up the Andromeda and make every play there amazing,
Tess.
and we could keep Grandma's house and make it all perfect, like better than it's ever been.
There's no way to that reality from here.
There's no way to find those endings from these beginnings. What have we got here? Yeah, I'm liking how this is unfolding, but I'm just, again, still very curious about what the heck Grandma did that they needed to run from.
Really getting into the sea captain persona, aren't we? Did the boat ever even leave this dock?
Whoop. Another note. Travel expenses, tank of gas, postcard, etc.
Damn, 40 grand.
We've definitely found our man.
This must have been from when he drove up here. Imagine spending $6 on a steak lunch.
Or $7 for a tank of gas.
Oh, yeah.
Did people just drink more back then?
Yeah, I think so. But this is a lot, even for 1968.
What is this? Yeah, received $3,000 in exchange for the houseboat, the Idle On.
$3,000 for a houseboat?
Are you saying that's a lot or a little?
That sounds like a little.
A little? Only $3,000 for a boat you can live on? It's a house and a boat. That's two whole things for just $3,000. Some people don't even have one thing.
Precisely.
It does seem like he probably got a pretty good deal.
Do you think the boat had something wrong with it?
Maybe Pierre just drove a hard bargain.
He drove a hard bargain into your mother. That's how she gave birth to you. All right, I want to just see something though.
Cool. Nobody to spy on though.
Whoop. Oh, that's a cute mug. Good morning, good morning. It's great to stay up late. Good morning to you. All right. I may have found everything in here, so let's go down. I wish I could run. Alas, running in a walking simulator. Not really what one does, is it? Alright, well, where should I go first? I love showers where, like, the whole floor is tiled, so you just walk straight into the shower, and then the water's all, you know, it goes down, it drains out, and then you just walk onto the floor without having to really, like, this is fine, having the, you know, the barrier here, like, of the framing, so that water doesn't leak out, but I like the ones where it's, like, the whole floor just goes down into the shower.
This looks intense. What's the brushy thing for?
The brushy thing is for manly things. Don't worry about it. All right, let's go. All right, let's go in here. This is where the good stuff is going to be, in one of these places. A gift. You don't want to look at that? It looks so pristine. Please don't go on about the silly ideas in my head. My concerns are far from silly. This affects all of us. You say we'll have everything we could ever hope for, but I'm not the one who decided to run off across the border and have silly little Helen pick up her entire life and her children's lives at the drop of a hat to follow, no matter how much money was involved. I hope for things that money can't buy. Treasured friendships I've held since I was a girl. My relationship with my parents and siblings. Satisfying work where I get to help people. My children to grow up in the loving company of their grandparents and their friends. These are the things you asked me to give up, and for what? Isolation? An unfamiliar place? A leaky boat? Money to spend on what? What does it matter if everything else is lost? Ooh, Helen's dropping that wisdom. Oh, whoops. Hey, Mom, come look at this.
You tell him, Grandma.
Yeah, not one to mince words.
Or
Those
meat.
years of writing advice columns paid off, I guess. Kinda nice that she was thinking about you guys, too. Not just uprooting your life, dumping you in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. I can't imagine what it would have been like to grow up here.
You'd have to learn French.
Ew, why did you say it like that?
that's
Oh
really
my
happening.
God, I'm disgusted with you. Gross. All right. Tiddlywinks.
It's for 4 players. Sorry, Pierre.
Oh, man. I haven't seen a Tiddlywinks box in I don't know how long. All right, let's keep going.
Phew.
Not bad. Ledger. Okay, let's read it. Whiskey, vodka, poker, whiskey, vodka, poker.
Boy, he really burned through it.
He
I
did.
can't imagine just spending $40,000 on nothing.
Me neither, honey.
Well, some of it was on this boat.
Yeah, seems like he really loved it.
Can you imagine Grandma living here?
Can you imagine August living here?
Can you imagine
Would've
bears
been
living there?
Because she would have, like, had to paint a bunch of stuff to make it less ugly.
For sure.
And you and Grandma would have had to fish every day.
This is a very tempting scene you're painting.
I'm imagining something like Little House on the Prairie, but on a boat.
What do you know about Little House on the Prairie?
River?
Rolls off the tongue.
Actually, I knew what Little House on the Prairie was. Early 2000s. All right. Let's see. I see that. I just want to see if I can open this drawer. Okay. Okay, no. Lunchbox. Oh my god. Please put it back if it's going to cause me to spin around like I'm possessed. Local and state police are looking for a group of thieves who made off with an undisclosed amount of cash taken from Kleiman Clothers in a burglary Saturday night. According to state police, the men broke into the store. They dismantled the store safe, taking the money bag before fleeing. There were no witnesses. We're encouraging local businesses to deposit all cash in their banks at the end of each business day. Until the burglars have been apprehended, it's too risky to leave any money in the store overnight. Oh, so is that how he got the money? Is that the heat that was on?
The burglary ring. Mom, Grandma's boyfriend here was a bank robber. Why else would he have this?
Maybe my mother sent it to him.
For what?
To keep him abreast of current events?
Oh, come on, Mom. Grandma had a thing going with a bank robber. How cool is that?
What's cool about
They
that?
didn't rob any banks. It was the jewelry counters at department stores and things like that.
Department store robber doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
And it wasn't robbery, it was burglary.
What's the difference?
A robbery is when you take something from someone under duress. A burglary, you take it when they're unaware.
They get burgled instead of
think?
bamboozled.
Listen, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my criminology.
And why are they so sure it was men?
What?
It says the men broke into the store, but there were no witnesses. So how do they know it was men?
You're thinking lady robbers.
Like Catwoman.
I like it.
Maybe it was your grandma.
Cinematic.
Do you think Grandma could have helped?
Are you seriously asking if I think my mother was an accomplice in all this?
Oh my god. I don't know, Opal. Are you seriously asking any questions about your mother considering everything we found out that you knew nothing about? So, like...
Why not?
She had 2 kids at home, and I just don't see it.
Seems like there was a lot about Grandma you weren't seeing.
Yeah, exactly.
Excuse me?
Am I wrong?
Maybe not.
La ba la ba la ba la ba la. And so the soup thickens. If we just found a ton of money in here, though, I think low-key I might just take it. Because, like, if the guy is dead and he just left stuff there, or if he's not dead and you don't know what happened, it's like, well, technically you're family. TV. Key!
Aha!
Receipt. Alright. So he got lots of liquor for his bar.
Wow, that is a lot to spend on whiskey.
See, guess a man likes whiskey.
$5?
A lot for back then, I mean. Whiskey was more expensive then, too. Plus, judging from the state of this place, this was probably a reoccurring order.
Jeez, slow it down, Pierre.
Am I
He
right?
was handling my mother's change of heart too well.
With this amount of booze, it doesn't look like he was handling anything too well.
Listen, let's just get back to it. It's cold in this busted old boat.
You're only cold because you're old. And your bones can't take it. Hey, look, Mom, it's a pack of cigarettes. Don't smoke them.
Attention, every... Oh, man, what? This doesn't work. Should have seen that coming.
Whoop. Acha. A pipe. Oh, no Sherlock Holmes impression? Where am I here? Oh. Oh, that's where I came down? Oh, I didn't even notice that that was there. Okay. Did I miss something? Well, who knows? If I did, I'm not going back. Sha-sha! We're in. All right. I'm wondering if this is going to end with us just driving home, you know? I've received your latest letter. This is my final response. You say you did all this for me, but you didn't. Everything you've done, you did for yourself. You were the one who was unsatisfied with our home, our income, and always wanted more. You were the one who made the decision to get more money through reckless illegal means. You were the one who decided to run to Canada to save your own skin without even telling me until it was too late to do anything but follow along. I'm not following along anymore. You say these are your kids too? Of course they are. But they're my children as well, which is kind of implied by saying too. I'm here with them every day, comforting their grief, trying to console them over the loss of their father, trying my very hardest to keep up the ruse. But I'm getting used to it. Used to doing this on my own, used to speaking for myself, to living this new life. I'm regaining my footing. I'm starting to feel okay. These boots were made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. All right. Cool.
So I guess that's it. Grandma had enough time on her own. Without Grandpa, without Pierre. She realized she liked things better that way.
Can you blame her?
No, not at all. It was her chance to have her own independence. And who would want to give up their whole life, everything they know, just for some guy and some money?
Yeah, one of those things is more appealing than the other, and it ain't the guy.
Yeah,
But I still wouldn't give up
Grandma had
everything.
a pretty good life, didn't she? Her advice column, her art, her kids. her house. Maybe she just needed a little time to herself to realize how good she had it.
Exactly. Because, I mean, if she had nothing, it would make sense, you know? Oh, a key.
Looks like a mailbox key.
Yes.
I was hoping that would turn up.
I swear, you can be so nosy sometimes.
Are you saying I have a big nose? All right. Oh, nothing else? Oh. Cool. I'm gonna leave those open for posterity. That's my contribution to the history of this place. All right. Out we go, I guess. I mean, I'm assuming because she said that's it, that's kind of the end of what we discovered. And we're gonna be heading back. Whoop.
Looks like Pierre tried to mail this, but he messed up the postage or something. Let's crack this bad boy open.
Wait, opening other people's mail? I don't know, Tess.
I do know. I'm gonna do it. That's not true, but whatever.
Pretty sure the law frowns on breaking into people's houseboats, too. It's a little late to be getting squeamish now, don't you think?
I suppose you have a point.
Let's see what we've got here.
Also, I've gotten used to the fact that they don't talk. You know, I mean, like that their talking is not animated. It was just a bit jarring for me in the beginning. I felt the same way about that other game I played. I don't remember the name of it, so I'll just put it up on the screen when I do remember. But that one, you know, just the style of it at first, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want a story that's going to be told like this. But I became very engrossed in it. And I don't know, by whatever episode it was, I probably mentioned it in the playthrough, but whatever episode, I just know that it wasn't noticeable to me anymore. Like, it just eventually was fine. Anyway. Return to sender. No such address. Okay. To whom may concern, I now confess my culpability for a spate of burglaries which resulted in the theft of almost $500,000. Oh, so he actually tried to confess. I worked as a property inspector for Greene County for over 10 years. At a poker game in 1966, I was approached by a man interested in trading blueprints and my knowledge for cash. He and a few others targeted department stores and other businesses that carried large amounts of cash overnight. This relationship developed and I became more and more involved. I was given 10% of the proceeds from the robberies in exchange for information on how they could evade detection from the store's security. As time went on, the stores they chose to hit became riskier and riskier. I had no way to back out of the arrangement as they had threatened not only my safety, but that of my family's as well. Seeing no other option, I falsified a death certificate with papers I lifted from the county office. I left my wife and daughters to cross the border under an assumed name, giving them instructions to follow me. They never did, and I regret having asked them to. What little of my stolen profits remain, I have destroyed. My wife, Helen, knew nothing of my crimes until it was too late. She only went along with the story of my death because she had no other choice. She is innocent. My decision to involve myself in this series of crimes was mine alone. I ask only that you leave my wife and daughters alone. This is my confession. Oh. You know, this would have hit home more if the mother had gotten, in trouble, and then you find out that, oh, he actually did try to, exonerate her of any responsibility or whatever, but this just never got mailed, so no one ever knew that she wasn't involved.
So Pierre was my dad?
He wrote this whole confession, but it never made it. It's been here ever since.
I would take it.
I can't believe it.
Well, it says right there.
No, I mean rhetorically, Tess. Jeez.
Right.
So my mother wasn't having an affair at all, or whatever this would have been.
Not except with Grandpa's secret identity.
So my father hadn't died when we thought he'd had a heart attack.
Oh yeah, I guess that's the more important part.
Here, on this dock. We never got to know him. He was just a car ride away. August and I suffered over something that never even happened.
Yeah, my reaction to that part was delayed because I was so focused on the fact that, the letter never made it. But yeah, the fact that there was no other man, this was her actual father under an assumed name.
Yeah, I'm really sorry.
I would have been a real bitch to say the other thing.
I thought your dad had just died, and you had to live with that. That really sucks.
I can't believe it. I can't believe he just abandoned us. All this time, he was here. He gave up his family, his children.
For an old boat and some booze.
I wish I could have talked to him. Just one more time. And my mother living a lie for the rest of her life. I can't even imagine. I just wish I could have talked to her about it. While she was alive, I just...
Wish it didn't turn out this way?
Yeah. If we could have just... She didn't have to carry all this alone. I can't believe she would do that to us, lie to us her whole life. Why didn't she say anything, even when we were all grown up?
Maybe she was trying to protect you.
Yeah, maybe. August was so little. But I was old enough to know the truth. I just wish we would have talked.
I wish so too, but...
So, that's it? He spent all his money, tried to send this confession, and disappeared, and he never came back? Do you think he could still be alive?
I don't know. Honestly, I honestly don't care. It doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, he's gone.
Doesn't really
You wanna keep
matter.
going? Maybe we could find...
No,
Love
I
is
think we
all
found
we
enough.
need.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Mom.
He pretended to die. But he really just left me, like everyone else.
I
Oh
didn't
my
leave you.
god.
Well, maybe not yet. But your dad.
I thought you said you were the one who kicked Dad out.
Oh my god, Mom. Did you lie about that too?
I mean... Well, it wasn't quite like that. I guess... Listen. I'll give you the full story in the car. I'm freezing out here.
Yay! Is this gonna be the end of it? Because my eyes are starting to hurt playing
Thanks
this.
for doing this. For coming with me.
Of course.
And for pushing me to find out what happened.
Just doing my job.
I know I haven't been the best mom lately. But I am so lucky to have such an incredible, kind,
Mom.
beautiful, hardworking.
Smarts.
Stop. You'll make me cry.
Just such an amazing daughter.
With dope buns.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too, honey.
Oh, cute. Oh, I know. And we're back in the car. We're gonna go pick up my phone. Oh, we get something this time. All right, Mom. Lay it on me.
Hey, Mom. I was thinking about something. I wonder what Grandma would say about all this.
Good question. What do you think?
I don't think she'd be too happy. Now, girls, I hid those private things away so people wouldn't find them. I don't know why you couldn't leave well enough alone. Well, if you didn't want people to find it, maybe you should have gotten rid of it. Well, okay. Maybe I did want you to find it. A little bit.
So you asked about what happened with me and Dad.
Yeah, let's bring it on home.
Well, your dad, was always looking for the next thing. Always had a new idea to try that was going to fix all his problems, our problems. And for a while, it was the video store. And then that sales thing, and then he decided that he was going to be a professional poker player.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that what you meant by full-time gambler?
Yeah. I mean, not really a gambler. He's not playing with his own money. It's all tournaments and
Yeah,
stuff.
that's just
They're playing as a
different thing. Like, I thought she meant that he was going there to be like, he was just going to play the slots and stuff all day. But it's still, I mean, like, unless he was already established and already was making enough money doing that and making enough of a name for himself that he knew this would be sustainable, that's a crazy thing to do when you have a family.
That's insane. Didn't anybody tell him the house always wins?
Oh, I did. But this isn't playing poker against the house. It's against other players. There is no house. Believe me, I heard all his justifications. There were plenty.
And even though he's been gone for a couple years, he's never told me why he's really out there. Why wouldn't he tell me?
Maybe deep down, he's not so proud of it.
Maybe he just didn't want to tell me till after he'd hit it big? So he chose right when Grandma really started getting sick and we moved in to take care of her to go off and follow his dream? He must really like poker.
He likes it. But I wouldn't say that's the real reason he left. The split came at a really hard time. The theater was doing worse, and I was spending all my time there. Then your grandmother started really declining and needed more and more help. I think when I decided we needed to move in with her to care for her, well, being a full-time caretaker for his mother-in-law was not something your father ever signed up for.
Is it ever, though?
So he left for Nevada. He wanted to stay married. Said we could make it work. But by that time...
It was already over.
Yeah, exactly. I realized that this was a pattern that would never really end.
That was so nice.
Do you blame me for ending it?
And thank you for tuning
She says all that, and he's just like, that was so nice.
in Piano Hour on W.
Oh.
No, I get it. You needed his support, and he just
The layers
ran away. Kind of forced your hand.
Yeah,
of peace that can
kind of.
be called.
That sucks, Mom.
Pun
I
intended.
miss him. I'm sorry for buying the tickets.
Oh,
I should have talked to you first. I guess I thought, I don't know, that Dad, explain everything to me in a way that made made sense and that he was living some great life out there.
No, you shouldn't apologize. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. I guess I was embarrassed. That I would have married such a ding-dong.
Yeah.
Professional gambler. I didn't want to have to say it out loud. But I guess you can't keep running away from your problems forever.
Nope.
Now I have these tickets and I don't know what to do.
He's still your dad. You might as well go
I think
see
you
him.
should go.
To Reno?
Yeah. I think it would be good for you to hear his side of the story. We may not always get along, but he's not a bad guy. And you guys have a good relationship.
Yeah.
You should spend some time with him. I think it'd be good for both of you.
Are you sure, Mom?
Yeah, I'm sure. But it's not over Thanksgiving, right?
Oh, God, no. And Miss August mac and cheese? Fat chance.
Don't you mean fat
I'm
stomach
proud of you,
because
Mom.
of all that delicious mac?
For what?
What do you mean? What? You're kick-ass. How many moms would stop packing up their house to drive their daughter all over Michigan to search for a family secret? Or run their own business, run a community theater? That's pretty cool.
All right.
She's like, all right, I guess I am pretty fucking dope.
Financial perspective, but it is pretty cool. Thanks, honey. That means a lot.
Yeah, you were also hot when you were younger.
Businesses. That's pretty impressive that you made enough money to buy a plane ticket.
Yeah, it's exciting that people are willing to pay me to design websites.
Imagine what people will be willing to pay you to do online
Great job.
20 years from now.
Thanks, Mom.
I'm serious. When I saw your web stuff, I mean, I don't always know what I'm looking at, but I know it looks good.
Thanks.
An artist's eye, just like your grandma.
And my mom. But maybe it skipped over my aunt.
Come on, her painting wasn't that bad.
Why you gotta shit on August all of a sudden?
Well, I guess I always imagined that you'd go to Ford like Grandma and me. It's silly, but it's not fair of me. God knows I didn't do everything my mom wanted me to do.
That was an interesting transition. Is this like basically where it rounds up everything that you either found or didn't? So like if I hadn't found the stuff where we talked about the college, she just wouldn't have said that? And also like doing Kurt?
Like doing Kurt?
I'm gonna let that double entendre pass right by me. But yeah, it's hard to let go, to see you as an adult and not just my baby.
My baby girl.
Mama.
You were so cute back
baby.
then. Even cuter than now.
Stop.
And you had the biggest head. Everyone said it. Everyone said, that's the baby with the biggest head.
Bowling ball head, the bowling ball baby.
Yep. And it was all your dad. On my side, we all have perfect, tiny little heads. Like golf balls.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you think about the whole August thing?
Moving in with her?
Yeah. I guess it's a big decision, moving to Chicago.
Well, not really if you don't have anywhere else to live. Seems like a pretty easy
You want
decision.
to move in with her?
It seems like a good choice. Even if it's just for a while, at least we'd have a place to stay.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Are you worried about
That's what
taking
I'm thinking too. Guys, all three of us are on the same page. It's
These
great.
days I'm worried about everything, but I'm confident too. Confident we can figure it out.
Yeah.
We've been through so much this last year. You've been through so much. I have to have faith that we'll continue to make things work.
Making the way in the world today takes everything you got.
I will say, August's house is pretty nice.
Her bathtub is the size of my bedroom.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be worth it for the bathtub alone. We should call August and tell her about all this.
Oh, hey, August, guess what? Our dad really is our dad.
You can sleep easy. We're not French Canadian after all.
Hey. Leave them alone.
Whatever we end up doing, I'm just glad. I'm glad you're with me.
Cool.
Yeah. Me too.
And then they get into an accident because you see there's like road work being done and they weren't paying attention. And then it's like, they died. Oh. So, oh, no shit. They teleported. That's the end of it, okay? Open Roads 2 is a sci-fi game. Now they're just on another planet. But yeah, guys, that was Open Roads. It started a little bit slow for me. I don't mean in terms of pacing, but in terms of getting to any point in this story where I felt like I actually cared about whatever else they were going to find. And a lot of games like this, they do start off that way where, you know, you're just kind of clicking on things, hoping that something interesting will happen or that something interesting would be said that's actually going to invest you in the story of the characters. So I just trusted the process and figured eventually it would unravel something that was at least mildly intriguing. And it was. You know, I did get to a point where I did also want to find out what was actually going on with the grandmother and even kind of how, you know, her mother and father got divorced. So, you know, was this like the best game I've ever played? No. Did I even feel like this is an Annapurna Interactive type game? You know what? Only somewhat, and only for the fact that it was drawn the way that it was. You know, I do think they tend to gravitate towards games that sometimes just have that one unique element about them, and it's always a unique element I appreciate, but in terms of games where the full scope of what it is something that really speaks to me, this didn't fall under that category. This instead just felt like, you know, kind of any other indie game of this type I would have come across. Either way, I don't regret it. I actually enjoyed playing it just for, you know, the fact that it made me think about how many things I've done, how many things I haven't done, you know, and also me being interested in if there's anything that comes to mind for you, I guess, just watching this game and seeing the situations they're in and, you know, just looking at the homes and even looking at some of the period specific sort of things. Like if there's anything specific that came to mind when you were watching this footage, basically I'm interested in knowing, aside from whatever questions I was asking throughout the whole gameplay. But yeah, I'm glad I played it. Not glad that I sat here and played it all in one sitting. It's a lot for me to do that. But it's also just a good way for me to get something out of the way. I'm really not trying to like play something in parts unless it's a longer game. I just can't do that to myself anymore because what inevitably ends up happening is I'll say, all right, I'll just play for like an hour today, an hour tomorrow, an hour the day after, and I'll be done with whatever this game is. And then what'll happen is I'll play for an hour today and then something will come up and now I don't get to play for another hour for like 2 or 3 weeks, you know? So this is just the safer bet for me this year is that if I have something where, as long as it's under like 5 hours, I think that's the max. I really can't go more than I did with Dordogne. But as long as it's something like that where I can just squeeze it all in one day and know that it's done and I don't have to worry about it again until I'm ready to edit it down, that's enough for me. But that also means it's another game down on the channel, which is great because I still have some that have not been finished. We don't need to talk about that again because I think we've spent enough time together today, folks. But thank you for watching anyway, if you did. Like the video if you like the video, and I'll see you back here soon with another game.